with his...
Right, let's try again for the last time with slobs. I've had enough of it. Always goes wrong on volumes and everything. And it's also got the wrong description. So, huge stories going in the background trying to distract me. But when we left the party last time, they landed on the moon. We'll see what happens. Righty-ho! I seem to recall when we left you last time, you were travelling through the black and you picked up a distress call and you landed on an asteroid, and I think that's where we left it, didn't we? As you... Yep. Well, it's a sensible time to leave it, isn't it? Let's share the map. You might notice a subtle changes to the map. The map, I can't remember where I got the map from, actually, which is embarrassing because it's obviously off one of my Patreon websites, but all the other stuff's the science fiction the editions are from the science fiction art pack inside Fantasy Grounds, and a bit of yes. No. It's the bloodstains comes from Gabriel. I can never remember his name. Gabriel Prickard, I think it is. I used to use his art. I use his artwork quite a lot. I've bought most of his stuff and then resize it because it's all sized for Roll20. I resize it up so it would fit into Dungeon Painter, and off I went. So I think that's from his cinematic gore pack, the bloodstains and other stuff you may or may not see, depending on what happens.
Even better because Decker's not on there.
You weren't here, were you?
Yeah, it was. Oh, yeah, you're right, because I left. I had to go with my daughter. You are absolutely correct.
So what I'll do is I'll just put you there, and we'll start the game with you just sort of there. No problem.
Yeah, that's an absolutely brilliant spot for him.
Well, yeah, I mean, he was following us in and heard a knocking, so he opened the door. It's like, oh, hi, guys.
And he's going to be pissed when I get the Joker when he rolls the combat tracker and I end up like dropping havoc on all of them right there. So.
Yeah, oh yeah, centered on yourself. Very, very good, sensible move. No, obviously I'll put you there. So, as I recall, you entered. As I seem to recall, you entered this place and found some evidence of some bodies here, and everything seemed quite a lockdown. And then you heard that. Did I make it? I can't remember. If I made it an airlock or not in the end. Let me check. Yes, it's meant to. Yes. Actually, I forgot to draw a door on it, but it doesn't matter. Oh, you can't draw arrows when you're in looking at wall mode. That airlock there opened. I know it only shows it as single. Obviously, there's there's obviously some weird. I'm going to have to say there's some weird technology that explains how that can open and not everything. Not the air doesn't get sucked out. So obviously some experimental base. So you don't know what it is. But
I thought you turned that into a window. That's why we can see out of it.
It would make more sense, wouldn't it? It would make more sense. Let's have a look. What did I do with the rest? Yeah, I will retcon that back into being a window. That sounds very sensible to me. I just don't know why there isn't one there.
Yeah, why you put a window in airlock. But
anyway. There we go. It is back to being a window. There we go. And now I know you lot. I'm going to lock the bloody window so you can't get out of the buggers.
So we I don't know. They got in somehow.
Oh, they came in obviously through. Yeah, you don't know where they came from, but they obviously
were hiding in the rafters.
Yeah. Right. Anyway,
they could be ethereal too.
Indeed. They look like they were human. Now they seem to be quite very pasty-faced and seem to have unusually long tongues and rather sharp-looking teeth.
Sort of like ghouls.
Sort of like ghouls, but definitely not. Oh, look at how I've got to go.
Yeah. How do you like them apples? Put me back. Put me
It's
back.
amazing. I'm just gonna give you a Betty for. I'm gonna give you a Betty just for calling that.
For calling it out.
Oh, when I get the Joker, you'll regret it. And what's he pull? A Joker.
Yeah. So am I going back to my original spot? No, I'm kidding. All right. Well,
you can go back there. I'll just give all of them 24d12 straight. No worries.
Oh, no worries. Well, like I said, I'm gonna do havoc on them. So let me target all the.
Then will you lip slip the dogs of war?
Yeah. So
You have to do it in the original Klingon.
there it is. And yeah. So let me just double check. That should be a large blast template, right? Or would a medium work? Let's see. Yeah, medium works fine. All right. And well, I got it. Oh no, I don't have to do selective. And but I will make it strong. And
Sweet.
So I'll add that modifier for it. And let's see if I don't whiff it. Okay, so that takes them all with strong.
Where are you centering it?
Oh, I would have centered it off of I would have just centered it off the. I'll put it there. Ugh. Where's? Wow, could they make this little control dot any smaller? The drag dot. So I would put it like there to see if there's anything else behind them, but I don't think that there is.
Okay.
But I'd put it there. And
I just suddenly realised I could got sound effects for when you do havoc.
Oh, do you? Oh, are we on Sirenscape now? You got it going? Or?
No, I just was playing around, was testing something earlier, and I remembered I had that, what it's called, biotic explosion. If that isn't what your havoc works for your havoc, I don't know what does. Righty-ho! So let's see what happens.
And then I guess I made it strong, so their strength rolls are made at -2.
Yep. That one fails.
You like your coffee like you like your havoc? Strong and in a medium burst template?
Yeah. And I'm drinking strong coffee right now too. It's early, man.
Our clocks go back at the end of the month, which is we do have a game on, I worked it out, on the 30th, but I can't actually put it into the diary because I put it into the diary before the clocks change. Then it's an hour out and it won't let me change it.
Yeah, it screws it all up. Right now, I hear you. I think everybody switches that weekend. It's always right before Halloween.
Yeah, and you move back. It's not like you're in the southern hemisphere, so we move back at the same time.
We move back on this. We move back at the same time. So
I play a game with some people in Australia, and it's they move forward when we move back, and they do it a month ahead of us. So it's all kinds of screwed up.
And I thought we just passed something that said we weren't. I thought we weren't moving back anymore. I thought we weren't doing this anymore. So they're all failing.
Kept trying to arrange that, but
okay, this is where it gets interesting. So basically, you hang on. What did I roll? I rolled 8 inches. So
okay,
I'm having some really weird stuff going on with things not letting me select them today. So 8 inches means that one's technically going to fly all the way through there, which means that basically what's really going to happen is going to hit Himony in the face.
It's gonna bump into me and die. Yeah.
Did everybody update the fantasy grounds?
You have.
I know I did. Did I mess anything? just think that.
There's been a few, haven't there?
There were.
Well,
There was
the
one before. I did it
this
earlier
time
in the week,
seemed
and
like it
then
was a
when I ran
big
Rune
one.
Lords yesterday, I had to update all again.
I had an update this morning.
1.4 or something.
Version just tells you. Version only doesn't only tells you.
Yeah, now
versions
look at that.
themselves.
I've got on this spacesuit. I've got bullet damage equal -4, and then I tricked it and put toughness +16, and that worked. I was just testing it, and it worked. I mean, you couldn't hurt me anyway for 5, but see, it shows up on the combat tracker. Him and his spacesuit armored +16. So sometimes the thing with the toughness works, and sometimes it doesn't. It's weird.
No, it depends where you put it on. You've got to put it in the right place on the equipment. You put it in the wrong place.
No, I'm putting it in the right place. I'm putting it in the same box as everything, you know. The little empty box.
I should be glad I got the 2 spades.
Anywho, it is. Yeah, that's fine. Parry's always been a funky one. You can't sort of have to do it on its own usually. Anyway, who's up? Doc's up.
So I just moved because I had a little movement, so I just was moving there. Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess you forwarded my turn before I could, so I was waiting for you to do your. No, I was waiting for you to do all your stuff. So that's all.
Not so bad. How are you, Diggs?
No, I'm glad you did. Moving along. Fine.
The doc is in the house.
Excuse me. Doc needs to take some of his own medicine.
Oh, shoot.
Bless you.
Indeed, really.
All right, I'm going to there.
Accept the move then. There we go.
And Rebel Rouse is MBT. So I get that by, what do I do to get a medium burst template?
So right
click,
draw the pointer, and then you got to click the middle circle, and then you drag on the screen, and it'll show up.
Tradition.
And then you'll see like the 3 circles. The medium's the middle. It'll tell you if you hover it.
Yeah, right click at 11
there
o'clock.
It is. And now, like in the very center of that thing is a minuscule little white dot that you use to drag it. There you go.
On a completely random note, for those that play 5e, that cone's wider than the 5e cone, isn't it?
I think that it is.
Different cone on the 5e, isn't it? The cone in 5e is yeah. The one in Savage Worlds uses the cone template. It's different, isn't it, from the
right, because the one in 5e you can drag, and it's like a 5 foot
you
cone
like
or whatever.
Yeah.
So it gets bigger. Yeah.
No. Because I was playing around with it, and I thought, okay, so yeah, it just means you'll be more unfairly hindered when a certain anti-magic projecting creature pops up at some point in the future. Not in this campaign, next campaign. Definitely doesn't exist in Pathfinder. It definitely doesn't exist in SRD because it's one of the few creatures that Wizards of the Coast kept the trademarks
right,
for.
the rights to. Right.
So we can't say any more than that.
Right.
Anyway.
Is the advanced player guide with the new things coming soon, or is that something that's like a long way down the pipe?
I don't
24.
know.
Oh, I thought it was already released.
24. No.
24? 73.
What's the doc doing? What's the doc? The doc's placed a template. What's he doing with this template? Everyone's talking over him. He's trying to do his. This is the longest 6 seconds in history. Come on.
So I don't know who else I can target in there. So I can't see anybody else.
Well, if it's a blast template, it'll target anybody that's in the template.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Whether you see him or not.
Yeah, means I have
Yeah,
to
but if
target
he's
him.
line of sighting, he actually can only see 2 of them.
Oh, well,
Right.
it was a good idea, but a bad taunt.
It was so bad, none of us heard it. Not to worry. Okay.
Right.
Where I shall let you end your turn. Because I got told off for doing it just now.
No, you didn't get told off. I don't care.
Yeah, the
Move
doc
it
runs up.
along.
Says, really
Now you heard me telling him off. I just mumbled it under one breath.
Yeah,
Oh.
the doc runs up and says, "You guys are really stinky, and I don't like you."
And he whispered it. He said it so quietly they couldn't hear him. Yeah.
See, there you go. I've got to give you a. I've got to get for that reason. I have to give you a Benny for a bad taunt. You see, that was very good. I like that. Okay, Ravager number 3 is over here. Oh, that's nice. That always works like that. Yeah. Okay, Ravager number 3. Here you are. Okay. Well, it's just basically going to come to here and. Well, let's see if it can do it. It can! It's gonna get the... Yep, no, yes. Distracted by Havoc. I forgot about the Havoc. Darn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it. Damn it. Okay, if it got the raise, it would successfully just leapt over Himini and landed in the room, and it just didn't get it because I rolled a 7 and then got the distracted. So it's just going to stand there and basically... well, actually, you can see the dock, so it's just going to growl intimidatingly at the dock, as effectively as the dock was taunting him. Ravager number 2 is going to make a frenzied attack upon Himini.
He's real nasty, man.
Okay, hitting once and missing once.
Right,
okay.
Mac?
Oh, we're not having that. We're re-rolling that. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, Ravager number 4. Let's see if Ravager number 4 can do any better. There we go. Oh, definitely not. Ravager number 4 just fails miserably to achieve anything. Okay, that brings us to Roger.
Himini, duck.
Duck.
That's a hit. Oh.
No, I kind of like Eris. That's nice.
Hey.
Roger uses the special gun.
Roger used the special gun. He certainly did. Okay, yeah. Basically, you take aim. Eris, basically, with the targeter, Eris lets you target straight in, and with a single gunshot, you incapacitate one of the Ravagers, and it drops, not moving to the floor. And just for no reason to worry about any way, shape, or form, Roger, can I have a spirit check from you, please?
Oh, absolutely.
Start winding up.
See, nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about.
Eventually,
Nothing. No, I wouldn't worry.
eventually you're going to roll a critical fail.
Oh, yeah. No, I expect it, yeah.
There's absolutely no. It's only the first time you used Eris. I mean, there's. The spirit check's got nothing to do with that. I really wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It was to test to see how stunned I was by how bad Doc just taunted.
Exactly. Yes. This Ravager literally just leaps, barely clearing the gap above Himini's head and the Ravager, and just lands in front of everyone. Okay. Which
Is that standing next to me? Deckard, you're going to get hit when I do a sweep.
Okay. It basically does a frenzied attack upon the dock. Missing both times. I think I'll spend a penny on that and try again.
Come on.
And missing both times.
That's like 3 of the 7 right there.
Righty ho, Linda, you're up.
Okay, Linda's gonna run.
Okie doke.
Oh, I guess she doesn't have. She doesn't have to run. Oh, I guess she's running because she doesn't know what's going on, and I guess she can't really see anything yet. So, I think that may be. Oh, she can see one raven. So she will do a. When Fantasy Grounds updated, it deleted all my password and everything that was built.
Sounds like
she's going to do an. Oh, I forgot how to. Is it shift left double click or something? How do you target again?
Control click.
Control.
Make sure you target.
There we go.
You got your token selected first, yeah, and then target. Control click on whatever you want to hit.
Yeah. Negative 2 points during the medium. No, I don't want that. So I'll do fatigue, and that's it. Is this area of effect? No, it's just this particular target. So I'll do strong and fatigue. So it's +2, +2, +2. So that's 6. And I'm doing entangle. So I'm going to goop the guy I can see who's in the doorway.
Okie dokie. Go for it.
And entangle. Here we go. Want something big, huh? And is that good enough?
That's a 4 is all you need to successfully cast it. So entangle is I think because I've got so used to Pathfinder I have to read them all again now. Which is why the next campaign's Pathfinder, so I don't have to learn 2 rule sets. Entangle you
restrain the target.
Yeah, no, some of because it gets interesting because in Pathfinder everything I think affects you and then you resist it. But in standard Swade, a lot of the things you've got a chance to resist it before it happens. But entangle isn't one of them, so that's okay. So entangle, well, you said you were going to do it strong, didn't you? Which means break free rolls at -2. It's
strong and with fatigue. Strong and fatigue.
Strong and fatigued. Okie dokie.
Fatigue.
Yep. So it's entangled and fatigued, and that is hardness 7 strong. There we go. No problemo. Oh, you took Eris off Daniel, didn't you? I forgot. I better take Eris off Daniel.
You know what? I was running, so why didn't it do the -2?
Because I'm very nice because you were running when it wasn't your turn, and therefore it didn't modify it accordingly. But I was being very nice and ignoring that.
Oh. Okay, take it. Thank you. Save a few bennies for later.
A heavy gunshot goes off. Ravager doesn't even seem to notice. Organa, you're up.
I'm gonna step out here where I can get a clean shot. And take a shot at the one attacking Doc. And I missed, so I'm gonna duck back into the doorway. Say, I'll watch our backs, guys. Get him, Himiny.
Right, sorry, Deckard.
How's he get in?
Sorry, Deckard.
Wait, how did that guy get in? Was he there a moment? Was that guy there a moment ago?
Can't you sweep the other way and like just miss? and
I'll try and sweep the other way. Yeah.
And because you still got the two adjacent, right?
What I
No
really
reason to
like
go-
about what I really like is there is absolutely no reason for him to sweep, because I don't think, unless he's got improved sweep, taking 2 single attack actions wouldn't be any different modifiers than just doing 1 sweep. Other than he won't hit you if he did that.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. I could not hit the card. Just
Was that
Well,
Ravager?
I'm just sort of looking at it. It's like, well,
Was
if you're
that-
going to sweep, can't you go left to right instead of like, can't you go, counterclockwise instead of clockwise and, get the same result?
Was that Ravager in the room during Linda's turn?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it disappeared.
Yeah.
I saw it. Then when I moved, it disappeared, and now it's back. So I would have
They are
attacked that
tough.
one. But whatever.
I'm not going to Benny that.
Okay.
Sorry,
Your
Doc.
turn. That's the end of your turn because you did declare multi-action.
Yeah.
I was only joking. You could have done it.
No.
I was only joking. It would depend.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. He's shaken now. Now someone else can hit him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
if
told
you
you.
want to, you can still get to, because if you meant to do 2 attacks, you could still hit. It's just you didn't do the multi-action, so that's why I got confused. You see.
It's true, but then I didn't. Would I have hit with the first? I said it would have hit with the first one.
You would
Wouldn't
have
I?
hit the first one, yes.
I'm
It
going,
would have hit with the first because it would have been an 8. And his parry's 5.
That's okay. Jinx will save the day. Don't worry.
I'm going to do the second attack since you said I can. Yeah, that's a hit.
There you go.
That's a wound.
Yeah.
Tough little bastard.
Except you've you've attacked the same one twice.
Yeah, that was the plan. Yeah.
You were just. Oh no! I thought you were going to attack both of them. Oh, I'm not.
Well, I
allowed
was,
to.
but then I thought rather than kill thingy, then.
Well, no, that was the whole point. Instead of having to sweep, because have you got improved sweep?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah. So if you'd done a sweep, you'd have done a fighting attack at -2, and you'd have hit. You'd have had to have attacked Deckard as well. By taking a multi-action penalty, you got a fighting attack at -2 and another fighting attack at -2, and you don't hit Deckard.
Oh,
So
okay. Then I'll hit the other guy. Then I'll hit the
So
other guy.
what we thought was that you were going to hit the guy to your left and to your right
By
without
sweep,
tagging me.
Yeah.
it's just
Exactly.
not that
Yeah.
good.
Basically,
It's-
basically doing a
it's-
sweep without doing a sweep, but yeah. So yeah, you've wounded
Yeah,
one.
well,
Well,
attack
apparently
the
shaken
other
him.
him and he was hell bent on hitting me too. So that was part of the
Yeah,
the
I think that's
story.
the problem. Him and he just wanted to hit you.
Actually, I should have just done it because he has got bloodthirsty. Once he sees blood, he just starts killing things. So I should have just hit Deckard and taught him to not stand near me when there's fights going on.
Okay. That's gonna
Anyway,
change.
Jinx's turn to now slaughter the whole room for us
Hello, Rigger. How are
without
you?
doing anything. Make their brains explode. Liquid mush in their heads.
I mean, one could argue that you did just sweep in the other direction there, because of course that's what
That's
for all
what
intents and
that's what
purposes.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
Why do you got it? It doesn't say you have to sweep clockwise. You could have swept counterclockwise and avoided me altogether. But
It's just the game mechanics. Is it? Sweep is a full 360-degree swipe. Hey, Jinx. Anyway,
that's
over to you.
okay. That's right.
Oh, those Ravagers are still only shaken. They're not wounded? Or they're not down?
The one's wounded and shaken. The other's just shaken.
Okay. All right, that's going to change my tactics. So
It does have to be said that the hit him and he put on this one would have killed a normal human. In other words, they appear to be resilient to damage.
They're tough little things, aren't they?
Or him needs losing his touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Getting old now. Getting old.
Maybe maybe he's feeling sympathetic and didn't really want to kill them all. Maybe secretly he thinks they could be.
Maybe
his
he's trying to
friends.
learn the secrets of frenzy as opposed to
1,
sweep.
2, 3, 4. 3, 4.
That's a lot of templates.
It is.
4, 7.
My gut feeling is he was popping them both down and deciding which one he was going to take afterwards.
Yeah, I'm calculating points right. Calculating modifier points right now. Or I'll be going after 8. I should be alright. Alright, so I will do selective armor piercing 2, area of effect for large burst template. 7 points. And I will get all
3 of them targeted.
I'm trying to. There we go. All right.
No, I said I'd already done it.
Oh no, I could see all 3 of them. The line of sight was just cut out for me for some reason. So blast against all of them. It'll hit with the red. Oh, vulnerable. Okay.
Do we see the psionic blast?
No.
Or it's invisible?
I assume you did pay. I'm sure you said, but you did remember selective, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I heard him say selective when he was doing the calculation.
I thought he did. I'm just trying to wind everyone up as well.
Not like you're a neutral party in this deck.
No, exactly.
Well, no, but I heard him because he counted 7.
I did too. I'm just teasing you, man.
And he said 7, so it's like he could go back and do the math. I know he did it right.
Nope, but that reminded me to swap to add the AP, so that's good anyways.
I do have a dog in the hunt, so.
Here we go. We get a wound on Ravage 2. A wound on Ravager 4.
Nice.
Ravager 2, dilly dilly, Ravager 3.
So him and he just says, "Look, I haven't lost my touch. See."
And Ravager is unafflicted.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
Right.
boy.
Will squeeze.
It does that in funny ways. So what I need to do is, the only problem with re-rolls when there's multiple targets is Fantasy Grounds just cycles through. So you did the 11 points of damage. I assume that was that re-rolls for the last one, not for the Fantasy
6, right?
Yeah,
For Ravager 4.
I agree. So
he's got
you
11,
wound
12,
okay.
and
So
10.
you wound the Ravager 2, you wound Ravager 4, and then we take that 6 and turn it into a 10 on Ravager, and you incapacitate it, and it goes down.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay.
Well done. Well done.
You read,
E-
and the bad
Even if we
guys
don't know you
get
did
the
it, well
Joker.
Oh, that must be Hardy.
Now they get a
Bad
leapfrog.
guys get the Joker. That's the plan.
Linda yells at Jinx. It's your turn. Do something.
Oh, it said something about them looking hungry. Needing a good meal.
Okay, I think it's time to go all out. -2 and sweep. Missing everybody but the Joker bonus means Doc gets hit. And the Doc is shaken. As the second, this Ravager comes flying into the room, and it doesn't so much sweep as it jumps through the air. As it flies over Himini and Deckard, it tries to slash both of them across the faces, but they duck out the way. It lands into a roll and then comes up in front of Doc and just slashes at Doc, who barely gets out of the way in time. Roger, you're up.
Wow, that was extra. I'm gonna have to shoot him with my shotgun just for that. Show off.
I am. I'm not last. But I probably don't need to
Roger's
worry.
obviously having a hard time targeting as it jumps through the air, and gunshots, bullets explode all over the place. After almost seeming to ricochet off the Ravager's hide, who knows? Him and he's targeted Deckard. I see.
Sorry, but I've got to do it. And I have to do the Benny move.
Sorry, if you're sweeping, you have to hit everyone you're going to sweep, which does include the dock.
Range. Dog's not in range.
He is. If you hover, he is. Oh no, he's not. He's at 2
No, he's
inches.
not.
I take it back. I take it back.
I'm going to spend one more Benny to get this hitting.
Just stirring. There's no fun otherwise. I'm going to mess with the players' minds today. Mood.
You mother of cats. Right, and I've done a multi-action. Can you do a sweep as a multi-action?
Yes.
Yeah, you can. So this is the multi-action without a Benny. Yes, that one's better. There you go.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Doc. Not Doc, Deckard. Oh, that was terrible.
I just don't get the mentality of there's 2 targets I'm going to sweep just so I can hit Deckard.
Twice.
There.
Missed you the first time. What are you talking about? Whose was that against? That was against the Ravager. I'm going to Benny that.
Well, do it afterwards. Do the damage roll. Don't Benny it now. Do the damage rolls first, so I can make sure that Pentagrams doesn't get confused. So do your second damage roll. Are you happy with 4 wounds?
I'm happy with that one for the second one. And now Deckard. This is Deckard's one now.
It is.
Oh, I thought the second one was Deckard's.
Okay, so you wound.
That
You
would be
wound
a
Deckard.
complete. That would wait.
Don't re-roll, yeah? Alpha crying at. What part of wait until I deal with the damage? But that's fine.
I was trying to
Damage
reroll
forward.
to do less damage to Deckard. That's what I was trying to do. But anyway.
No. I didn't. I was just soaking my thing. I didn't do anything wrong.
No,
Well
I'm
done
talking
then,
to
okay.
him. I'm talking to Himony.
But then I spent a Benny on the other damage now, so that's it. We killed them both, and Deckard only got a little wound.
Deckard didn't get wounded at all.
See? Last second he ducked.
You owe me a penny.
Technically, you owe me a Benny. You shouldn't have been standing there. So that's 5 Bennies you owe me.
Oh.
So I warned you by giving you a funny look sideways, so you knew to spend a Benny.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You hit him. You just soaked it.
Missed him. That means at the last second he ducked.
No, I
Oh,
think
dodge.
it means you hit him and he soaked it.
Well, soaking
Benny's
is
mean
that's the idea of soaking. Soaking is you come up with a rationale for how it is. So literally, as he says there, basically, obviously, I would say Himony was sweeping anti-clockwise. He basically incapacitates the first Ravager, incapacitates the second Ravager, and we're wide-eyed stare as Deckard realises Himony's momentum's going to carry his attack through him. Deckard just flattens against the wall, barely missing being cut by Himony's attack.
Just like in the movie.
And that's soaking. I mean, soaking can literally be you get shot, but it just leaves a hole in your clothes. It's really, but it's a story idea. It's not like, you know what I mean. Okay. Yeah. Combat ends.
It's going to be a narrative thing, isn't it? You just
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is meant to be a case of when you successfully soak, it is an opportunity for the player to be descriptive about why they didn't take as much damage as everyone thought they would, or why they weren't actually hit at all, as it were. It's what you can have fun with it, in my opinion. Okie dokie. Well, you seem to have killed those creatures, whatever they were. It all seems quiet again.
Deckard the dog is on his neck for some reason. What's going on there?
Doc,
Stand
you
up,
want to
Doc.
look one of these over and see if you can figure out what they are?
We're getting it almost. Go on. Oh, he's upside down.
Are multiple people spinning the dock? Is that what's going on there?
It wasn't spinning.
That's me. I'm just.
I must admit, I used to have one of those mice where you could unlock the mouse wheel, and yeah, you just got it right. You'd unlock the mouse wheel and just spin it, so, and it would just spin and the guy would just rotate for ages. But anyway, the other one was they finally fixed it. The easiest way to crash Fantasy Grounds in Savage Worlds was to set that desktop dice could explode and tell Savage Worlds to roll 1d1. Because obviously it would roll a D1 and get a 1, which meant it would explode. And it would just exponentially, it would just basically run infinite dice until it ran out of memory and crashed. I do miss the fact you can't spin D20s anymore. That was my favourite trick. You can't do that anymore. But we are going to get flash dice effects soon, aren't we? So
we had to wear our spacesuits on this asteroid, didn't we? Or
yes. Yes, it's cold outside. There's no kind of atmosphere.
It's warm in here
I
more or
was
less.
checking because all of a sudden I was overweight, and it's like.
Yeah, so I've actually made the lab into a lab. Look, with scientific tables and everything.
All of a sudden, I was overweight. Sounds like my last trip to the doctor.
Yeah, my trips to the doctor, every time I'm like, they take my height and I'm shorter, and it's like, this is not funny anymore.
Okay. Now, obviously, in space, there are no sound effects, but for dramatic purposes, maybe you pick it up on the sensors, maybe it's the ground vibrations, but basically, you hear an interesting... you register something that, if you could hear it, it would sound a bit like this.
Dinosaur growling.
It would appear that a ship has landed over on docking pad number 1.
Where's that?
Good distance away on the other side of the ship.
Oh boy.
Now, is there an airlock, or is this the room? Are these rooms
So from this lab, yeah, can we
airlocks?
see other like external cameras that we can pull up?
Indeed, yes. I mean, from any one of those consoles, you can, yeah. Back in the lab area.
All right. So we'll check out the ship.
Okay, it appears to be a small colonial ranger patrol ship, and already you can see. I won't worry too much with the tokens. Already you can see two astronauts, as it were, so spacesuit wearing individuals clambering down off the docking bay. And
I'll relay that to everybody. We got some incoming Colonial Rangers. Who knows what the hell they want, but they're going to screw things up for us, I bet.
And it's basically quite straightforward. They're basically they come down the bay and they start walking across this way, and you basically for some reason the equipment in here seems to be damaged in the fact that you can pick up transmission from them, but you can't broadcast. And it appears they're trying to communicate with the same person that called you to this spot. And I've forgotten the details myself now. It's been 2 weeks. I'm going to have to look it up again. She gave a name, didn't she?
Janet. Street Porter.
No.
I'm going to turn on my suit radio and tell them that we're also here and over in the lab area.
Okay. Oh, see, apparently, yeah. Basically, goes trying to make contact with the person that spoke to us earlier, Marilyn. Can you hear us, Marilyn? And
Marilyn.
all they hear is static. They don't seem to be able to picking you up.
I forget, are these circular rooms airlocks, or is there like an airlock built into the wall door?
No, they're sort of basically rest areas of quarantine. Basically, to get out through here, you're going to have to go back through the landing bay area. It's obviously been bolted on. I'm not sure if this will be the right effect, but all of a sudden, as I say, you suddenly see them basically turn and start running back the other way. You're not sure why.
I mean, we have a good idea. Right? Can I see what's chasing them on the external cameras?
Nothing appears to be chasing him at all.
Oh,
and the whole ground shakes, and all you see is debris and rubble raining down and bits of broken spaceship.
Wait, the spaceship blew up?
Sounds like it.
It didn't take off, it blew up. So it's more of an explosion.
Yeah, it was more of an explosion.
Did they get back to it before it blew up?
I'm trying to get out of the quarantine areas.
We've explored this section we're in now. Should we not go to the other parts of the building, or are we going to?
Well, we haven't really explored this lab.
If somebody's shooting ships, we need to eliminate that threat because it could shoot our ship, right?
That sounds
I
reasonable.
don't know where it came from.
Well, we know it didn't come from inside the building, so I think we have to go outside and figure out what's going on.
Well, me and Roger can kind of see what happened. I'm trying to get outside, but I seem to be stuck.
Oh, sorry. There you go. It's probably because I've done line of sight and lighting on the next building over. If we're honest about it.
Well, it's a good thing we didn't land on landing pad 1.
Okay. As Jigs has run through the airlocks, which I'm not going to worry. I've only locked it because I don't want Jigs getting any further at that point for narrative reasons. But everyone else can freely do your move into this area because you've kept up with Jinx. Okay, Jinx, from where you are standing right now, as you've got to as you basically open out the airlock and come outside, you can see debris of what remains of what looks like a ship over here. It appears that it looks like the fuel lines had been attached to the ship and they've been sabotaged, and that seems to be what you think what probably caused the explosion. But what's a bit more disconcerting is one of the Rangers now appears to have basically been injured. You can see that his suit's damaged. But more disconcerting is that two of those creatures... That's on scanners.
Giving me initiative, or I get surprised to drop on them?
No, but those two creatures are basically walking in exposed space without any form of environmental protection whatsoever.
Mutants.
First one attacks the Ranger, but it doesn't seem to basically damage him. Second one hits the Ranger. And basically, the Ranger basically tears literally tears the spacesuit in half, and the resulting exposure to space is not very pleasant for the individual involved.
So, I'll ask him that. So seeing Daniel moving around, right? So the way that works, right? You can, like, if it's green, if it's a friendly, players should be able to double click that token, open up that sheet and use it, right? Or is that a 5e thing and I got to do it?
I just opened up his sheet now by double clicking on it. So yeah. As long as it's shared.
I think you've got to have.
But see, the problem
that option
is
turned on. Like, token vision and movement, I think, has to be enabled for that to work.
Right, but are we okay? So I'm interested because I was trying to have someone use Shalelu as a friendly, and the fact is that like they couldn't attack from her sheet.
I think there's some bugs going on. You've got to share the character.
Yeah. There's some very interesting stuff.
To be shared. You need to drag it onto the allies tab, don't you?
Yes, combat's An update a while back broke NPCs, players doing combat rolls for players.
Okay, so I have to drag.
Roger can tell you all
I have
about
to
that
drag
with
it
Schnookums.
on. I would have to drag it onto their ally sheet. Is that accurate? And then they can
Pretty much,
control it.
yeah. I know they
Yeah,
should
pretty
be able
much.
to
It
see
still
but
doesn't give us full
obviously
control, but it's
more
better than
narrative
nothing. Yeah,
control
but
than
that's the
anything
way
else,
to do
sort of
it.
a
Yeah.
third-party camera.
Okay, so I was confused about that because, like, normally, if you can open the sheet, you should be able to do the business. But
It's broken, so.
Fair enough. I just didn't know. So
Unfortunately, these days, basically, I'm not saying we've lost him because he came back and did a lot and then vanished again because obviously real life gets in the way. But unfortunately, Savage Worlds not being actually programmed by Smiteworks historically has been a very good thing because obviously Akil was prolific in updates and writing the rule set. The only downside,
and it's still it's still quite elegant. But the fact of the matter is that
when real life gets in the way, and they break stuff with the updates because they don't know the rule set to test it. We have to put up. We do have to put up with a bit more unless people. There's more people working with Moon Wizard to fix stuff. If you notice now, so.
Yeah, well, this is where Himini has to step it up and start, doing his coding business. He knows what he's doing.
No, I don't.
Himini and Frodo like to talk about that all the time.
Frodo knows his stuff. I don't.
The real problem is because of certain companies, basic and contracts they had to do, things they had to do with certain companies and all that. They don't release the rule sets in as non-encrypted DAT files anymore. So the biggest problem you've got nowadays. And don't get me wrong, I completely understand it's copyright material and it's got to be protected.
Oh, no, I totally get it. Oh, no, I'm not complaining.
But the downside of it is it's not
no
like
one
the
can
old
come in
days.
and look at the packs.
It's not like the old days where the reason Keel got into it was because back in the day, you could turn you could get hold of the rule set, which was, I can't remember what it was a zip file. You renamed it to a zip file, you unzipped it, and you had access to all the code and you could learn how the rule set worked. Yeah, and because of the licensing agreements and protection of copyright, and the world's moved on. That was 10 years ago. when everything was a nicer place.
And quite honestly, there's an F word out there that was jerking around with it, and that's what screwed up all of the extensions and stuff for 5e. Yeah. Was that because there are no protections and people are just hacking crap from the rule books in other places and it's not legit. They're not paying for, it's not. Yeah. It's not protected. I mean,
you ruined it all there, Deckard. You mentioned the F word.
Yeah, he said the F word. The F word is allowed by calling it the F word. Naming the F word by its real name was basically means the next
that's like saying Voldemort. I mean, you get sent directly to fucking.
You said the word. No, don't say his name.
That's like So anyway, right? But
let's kill these monsters, shall we?
Yeah,
indeed.
Anyway, sorry about
Push
that.
Off, shall we?
Too many sidetracks. Okay, off we go.
So what's the gravity here?
Probably there is some, but from a game affecting purpose, I'm going to ignore it. But it's true. From a game, it's not 0G. There is going to be enough gravity for you guys to move around without being in 0G. But logic, I mean, if we're talking total physics, it's an asteroid, so it should be really, really low. But I'm not going to.
The low G is on global effects. You've got low G on global effects.
I know, but I'm not.
You turn it on if you wanted to.
Yeah, go on then. I'll be nice. I forgot about that. I've turned on low G. Aren't you lucky individuals? You've all got +2 pace. No, yeah.
Linda's not feeling so well.
Although it's physically impossible given the size of the asteroid, let's assume it's like walking on the moon. I know the asteroid's not big enough for that, but it's a fantasy game, so who cares?
Got a good spin. The asteroid's got a fast spin rate.
Giant steps on what you take.
Walking.
So absolutely no idea what it is, but the cat, by standing on the keyboard, just found the hotkey stroke to deafen the microphone on Discord.
Congratulations, Cat.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what he stepped on and what he did, but I just realized I was deafened, and it had nothing to do with me. It had to do with Pepper standing on the goddamn
You
keyboard.
missed us singing the police.
It might explain why I've said it's your go, Doc, and Doc hasn't done anything for multiple attempts of me saying it's your go, Doc.
No, because it was Decker that was muted, but yeah.
No. That was the dig.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with a run. Oh, that was pitiful. Oh well. I'll go to there, and I forget. Do shotguns work in no atmosphere?
What do you think?
Yeah. I think. I know they've done this thing especially they did it in Firefly, didn't they, where they put a gun in a suit? But I do believe guns would work in space, don't they? Yeah, the bullets would fire because it's all compressed inside. And
they need oxygen. They need oxygen.
But isn't there oxygen inside the bullet with the?
Yeah, I think there's oxygen inside the casing.
The gunpowder and the casing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, it's fantasy.
But that's actually makes sense because the firing pin, like that shit, would light inside the casing and push it out.
Yeah.
It doesn't get outside the brass, or at least you hope it doesn't.
No. At the end of the day,
and the shotgun's different.
The problem with 0G, if you're shooting, if it does fire, is that there's
you go back in the opposite direction.
That's right.
There's no friction slowing it down. There's no.
Friction. If I'm on the ground, it's just not as much because gravity affects friction.
Well, yeah, that's why rules-wise it's a -2 to do anything in low gravity.
Indeed. Also at the end of the day, my take is you can't have the Wild West in space if guns don't work. And Deadlands is meant to be the Wild West. The Deadlands is meant to be the Wild West in space, so you got to have
That makes total sense. That's the best one, right? For the suspension of disbelief. How do you have?
I know a shotgun are so different, but as I say, Wild West in space without guns isn't much fun.
It's like, what's the sound of one hand clapping?
Besides which, this is the future, so maybe they're sci-fi shotguns.
It's like, what's the sound of one barrel firing?
Okay, so the Doc.
I got a Lassiter.
I need to worry about bullets. Why is the big? Why is? I don't know what's going on. Oh, you must have dropped the dice on. Okay, so basically, obviously there is no sound of gunfire because we're in space, but the blood splatters as the body just floats away. Daniel.
Oh, is it dead? Okay, nice.
Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
That's a miss. Okay. That's okay. He missed the window. Nothing to worry about there then. Roger, you're up. Ooh. Side, aren't you now?
Okay, Roger bounds over the ship. I mean, it is low gravity, right?
Yep.
And while he's in the air, he'll take his shot at Ravager 2.
Yeah, I suspect in real life a shotgun shell wouldn't work, would it?
And miss, peppering the ground around him.
Indeed. Okay, Ravager number 2 is going to run.
Away.
No.
We should be so lucky.
This is where you can have some really interesting concepts. He's going to he runs along, and as he runs, he's going to perform a sweep attack. Missing the dock and missing Roger.
How can he do that?
Depends on how you decide to interpret sweep. It's if you move, you attack everyone as you move along. If you reinterpret it to the site right.
We've done that way before. Same with frenzy. If you have enough movement, you can split up your attack between two people that aren't standing next to each other.
Ah. Very good.
It's just blade
I don't
dancing.
think
Making use of the low G to give him a bit of velocity.
Yeah, basically.
Well, Morgana can't really see what's going on where she's from, but she knows the other ship blew up, so she's going to be checking around the perimeter of the ship somewhat to make sure nobody got to ours and rigged it with anything.
Okie dokie. Make a notice check. You do notice there's a strange red flashing light coming from the port engine housing.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, damn it. I'm going to get over to the port engine housing and start checking it out.
Okie doke.
But someone set us up the bomb.
Deckard. Well, don't forget those things that came past the ship first.
Yeah, but they can't be feral cannibals and also set bombs. Come on. That's too much.
I'm not saying they did it. I'm just explaining where they came from and what, given the evidence provided, what is potentially possible.
I know it's potentially possible our ship has been booby-trapped or in some way under attack, so I'm checking it out. That's it.
Wait. So, okay.
That was you just said. Wait, did you say booby?
Okay. I have a question though.
Yep.
Because I was going to go and move to help you. You're at the rear of the ship, right, Morgana?
Yeah.
All right. And port engine would be the left engine. Port's left,
Well,
starboard's
I
right.
could have moved under the ship.
No, I understand that, but you're standing at the starboard engine at this point.
Yeah, no, from there I said she could see a flashing light coming from the port engine housing.
Oh, she didn't move. Okay, cool. So
and
I'm going to go
called out because if I could have seen Linda there too, I would have called out to her to tell her heads up. There's something flashing on the end.
And I heard that on our comm. So I'm going to come back. Do I go under the ship?
You could certainly go under the ship. Yeah, no problem at all.
Yeah, all right. So I'll be something like that.
Yep.
So that I can I shot a bolt at this guy, shook him, but I heard on the comms that there was issues here, so I want to come and take a look-see. I didn't multi-action, so I'm not looking this turn, but I'm here to help. So that is
absolutely fine.
My end turn.
No problem at all.
And I was just asking because I thought I understood that she moved, so I just wanted to double check.
I moved out close enough where I can look under the ship and see both engines, and because that's what.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I just wanted to make sure that I was going to the right spot. That's all.
Okie dokie. Ravager has been hit by a that's going to be messy.
I'm gonna Benny that because that's an opposed roll.
Okay.
Or not. So he needs to make a vigor roll against my 4.
Vigor roll against your 4.
And he's shaking. So
Jinx, it's your turn. Do something.
I'm thinking.
Very good.
Not sure what's going to hurt something that can survive out of space.
Himini, you're up. It has to be said, it doesn't look too healthy. I mean, even more so than normal, if that makes sense. It almost looked like it was basically imploding slightly there, but obviously it did something to readdress its internal equilibrium, because it seems to be okay again now.
Did somebody make the bennies flow?
No. You've all been making some interesting comments and doing some role playing, and I was also awarding everyone for the Jinx do something lines. So I just thought you all deserve some bennies. So no one said it yet. No one said let the bennies flow. So that was just the GM being nice and giving out bennies.
Bollocks.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. So I need you to do a damage attack on Roger, please.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a theme developing about today's game.
There is. That's absolutely fine. It's basically whether or not you ruptured Roger's spacesuit. Is the point. Is what I was trying to go for there. Yeah. So basically, Roger narrowly basically Himini swings his axe at the Ravager. The Ravager ducks, and of course, Himini didn't take into account the difference of low gravity, and basically Roger has to duck desperately to avoid being hit by Himini. Seems to be a theme.
The rule for the day is do not stand where Himini is attacking or might attack.
Right.
Anywhere.
Try not to be in the same room
I
as
was
me.
standing here first. It's not my
the hell
fault
away
the
from
monster
him.
came to me.
Look, you know the rules. Do not be standing on the same planet of Himini if he's going to attack something.
Good Lord.
Linda.
Is this a planet, though?
No, but it was
For the purpose of this conversation, yes, this is a planet.
Linda's going to target this dude, which is exactly 12 away, which is perfect. And going to do a little bit of an entangle with fatigue and strong. And that's what she's going to roll right now.
Well, that's a successful casting.
Okay. And do you need me to do anything else? I'm going to move.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then Linda's going to investigate the blinking red light, since she's right there, and see if she can lift it off of the ship, if it just seems to be sitting there. Lift it out of the engine bay if it's just sitting there.
Well, as I say, it appears to be a box that's just sitting in the back of the engine bay with a couple of wires sticking out of it. And what looks like a spirit level as well.
A spirit level.
One of those little bubbles in liquid.
Yeah. So maybe she won't try and lift it just yet. But she'll wait for more help while she ponders how to get rid of this thing.
I'm impressed. I didn't want to make it too obvious, but at the same time, I thought I'll be vague as I can. So if someone's thinking about it, they might work out what I'm going on about. But I don't want to sort of telegraph it. So congratulations. Okay, Ravager is remaining shaken. I'm going to spend a Benny for the Ravager to attempt to unshake. It is then going to make a strength roll at -2 to attempt to break free. It does. It basically shreds the bonds and is free, at which point it definitely doesn't seem to be very happy out here, and it just makes a move this way. What is its pace? Yeah. Bink.
Oh, I should have hindered it.
We not get free attacks as it runs away.
Depends if Roger really wants to duck or not. Yeah.
Can Roger get a free attack if he's also ducking?
We all get a free attack, don't we? If it was in range of us.
If you engaged it in melee, you get a free attack. Yes. I should have given him extraction actually, and then the answer would have been no.
I missed him. Roger got him.
Roger got him.
Recovering from swinging at Roger's head.
Roger. Okay, so Roger shakes it as it runs away.
That's how you hit the target and not your ally.
I like it. Morgana, you are up.
Want to see if you can fly?
I'm gonna move over to this engine and do a better search to see if I can figure out what the problem is here.
I warn her. There's a. What did you call it? I knew what you said.
Spirit level.
Yeah, watch out. There's a spirit level on that bomb.
I mean, obviously, when I mean spirit level, I obviously mean some high-tech version, but you get the idea. You know what I mean?
Mercury switch.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
So is it a bomb or is it...
Looks
I
like
thought
you have a bomb on your ship?
A blinking box? I assumed it was a bomb. We didn't put it there.
It is a bomb surprise.
Is it something is it something I can disable?
Okay, so... Oh. Linda's willing to do science on it and stuff like that, if that's where we are.
Well, I've got my MacGyver.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm just... Don't worry, pay no attention to the large burst template.
I'm not yet. Well, is there?
You can attempt a repair roll at -2 to disarm the bomb. Yes.
Do you want me to do it, or do you want? No, you probably have higher repair than I do.
I have a much higher repair roll, I'm sure.
To help you, if possible.
Yeah, I can assist. I have repair.
It's okay. Morgana's managed to disarm the bomb.
Okay.
This is Morgana's thing. She don't like shooting. I mean, she don't get paid enough to shoot things, but...
Technically speaking, to assist, you'd actually... Morgana would have... If Morgana would have to have gone on hold to let you guys assist her, and then she would have done...
Right.
Technically speaking, but it doesn't matter. She pulled it off. She pulled it off, and there's no reason to worry about the blast template that isn't there.
So I disable it, and then can I remove it to examine it closer to see?
Yes, you certainly can. Yes, you've disabled the trembler switch and removed the. It was hooked into your power system, and so once you disable the anti-tamper devices, you're able to unplug it from the system, and therefore it's not. It wasn't on any sort of timer. It looks like it was. Could be remotely detonated.
Okay, so I'm going to...
It can't know you've unplugged it.
I'm going to, at this point, show it to Linda and Deckard to see if we can identify where this tech is from.
That's okay. Deckard and Linda on their goes can most certainly make chances to examine it. The idea being is they were looking as you were... The logic I'll use is while you were dismantling
Absolutely.
they were observing what you were doing and obviously... getting ready to provide any help if needed, but you were very efficient and dismantled it. But of course,
they have a lot of faith in me disarming a bomb without getting the hell out of the way first. Thanks.
Well,
guys.
yeah, I don't think. Yeah, exactly.
I think it was more a matter of they were standing there going, "Oh crap, that's a what do you do?" Oh, okay, never mind.
Exactly. He was so quick, I didn't get to do anything.
I know. I mean, it's because it's in the middle of combat. Otherwise, I would play it differently. But to be honest, given how Morgana is, I did like the idea that Deckard and Linda are looking at it, going, "Is that a bomb?" And Morgana just comes in and goes, "Flick, flick, flick, yank," before you could say anything. Anyway, Heavenly, over to you, sir.
Do you want us to do research roll to figure out where it came from?
On your own turn, you can do that. Don't worry
on
about
our
it now.
turns, we can do
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry, my finger. Quick draw. Quick draw.
Aren't you lucky that that roll doesn't apply then? Himini,
Oh,
over to you,
I
sir.
am that. I did.
over-eager players. I should be flattered. Have we lost Himini? I shall put Himini on hold.
Himini, we can't hear you.
Let's see how quickly he objects. Jinx, you're up.
Oh, he's not. Himini, you're on mute.
I still
Oh, that really is the Lassiter. Cool.
Let's try that again. Come back. We'll give you a good meal.
Telekinetic squeeze. Vigor check. Ooh, this could get messy.
boy.
Okay. Twist, tear, bones, internal organs, vitals, often in mangled pile, bloody flesh among them. Okay. Psychos. The Psycho suffers a minus 2 science roll. Success indicates 2d10 damage that ignores all but arcane armor. So you get to roll 2d10 damage.
Does he get the raise out of that?
Don't think you do. That's a good question, actually.
Nice roll.
Do it anyway.
Nice roll.
A raise adds a bonus dice as usual. So, yeah, you get the wild die as well. Not that you need it, but just for pure blagging. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so basically... exactly. So, basically, what happens as Himini requests an interrupt is this Ravager's, from obviously everyone else's perspective, obviously finally succumbs to the fact that he's... succumbs to the lack of air pressure and everything else, as he literally just seems to tear itself apart from the insides out and just basically implodes, really.
Weird.
I've heard of being slow before, but that's a little ridiculous.
I'm just going to I'm just going to borrow some blood splats around the place to sort of really get across the sort of amount of unpleasantness that. Oh, it's interesting. You can't take blood splats are affected by wolves as well. There you go. There you go. That sort of gives you the blood
splats are gathering around. Blood splats from all around the universe have gathered in one spot. It basically is erupted.
Yes, literally. Yeah. There we go. We'll get rid of the blood splats. Okay, right. Well, Deckard and Linda and everyone is... Oh, for God's sake. I'm going to lock bloody doors if you're going to... Oh, you good. I'll lock the doors to stop people going places when I'm trying to roleplay other stuff.
I know, sorry. I just was going to stand by the door and then wait.
I know.
Without, I'm not going to go into the building.
No, that's absolutely fine. Okay, well, actually, because did I see you go that way first?
Might have seen me go that way first, yeah.
That's fine. So I want to put you back over there in a second. In the meantime, I want to deal with the bomb, and then I'll come back to what you see over there as you look at the wreckage of the spacecraft.
The bombs.
You notice.
So someone put a bomb on my ship?
So, what are we looking at? Knowledge, common knowledge, electronics.
Whatever you tell me what skill you think you can justify what skill you want to use to examine this bomb is all I'm going to say, because that's the most logical way to do it.
Deckard would like to use science, right? And he's going to look at it, and he knows a little bit of the different technologies, because we're trying to figure out from where this bomb has come, so that we can hopefully track down who put it down.
Yep. So basically, what I'm going to do is count the number of successes you all make on this, and obviously that will, I'll set a number of successes required, if that makes sense. So that's one success from Deckard. Linda's
going to use her background in electronics and science to do a research roll to figure out anything she can.
Nicely justified. Go for it. Oh, we're getting a raise from it's a shame you can only get two successes, but that's 3 successes from Linda. Roger and Morgana, you're there as well, so you can also if you want to examine the device.
I'll use my electronics.
Am I just going to see him blow up from a distance?
No, combat's over, so I can do
it.
Damn it. Okay, Morgana takes 1 success away. You're down to 2 successes. Roger.
Roger is going to use his hacking to try and get into the electronics and see if there's any kind of coding in there.
Somebody needs to use Fantasy Grounds hacking to cancel Morgana's epic fails.
Holy
Right.
shit.
Well, at least I didn't get that crit fail when I was disarming the bomb.
That's true.
That's very true.
Timing.
That could have been a very
Reroll.
that could have been a very interesting situation on a quick fail, you know.
Oh, it would have been a
Reroll
horrible
characters.
situation.
Would have been stuck on this planet for quite some time, I suspect. Anyway, so 2 successes all told. It was 3, and then Morgana nobbled you. So, it
I
appears
probably
to...
let my Mr. Fix-It muck up something they needed to examine.
Well, it appears to be straight... Yes, exactly, Rigger. At least... it appears to be basic primarily mining charges jury-rigged together. However, Roger, it seems to have... What's most disconcerting to your mind is the fact that given that what it appears to be, there shouldn't be complex electronics involved, yet you were unable to get past the protection on the electronics to see what if it had been reprogrammed or anything, which I suppose from that you could deduce it has been. Additionally, the anti-tamper switch appears to have been jury-rigged literally from using basic household equipment. And so it looks like a homemade bomb, but a rather sophisticated one. And placed where it was, it would have basically, it once targeted, it would have, the explosion would have ruptured the main fuel line to the engine, therefore causing a much bigger explosion and damage to the ship than the size of the bomb would originally allow you to think it would achieve. In the meantime, Doc, I know you came back to look at this bomb, but I think, to basically speaking, given what I'm going to tell Himedy is, you'll probably want to retcon that you came back and stay sort of in that position at this point, because I need Himedy to make a notice check, please, as he's looking at what should be the debris over there, and I forgot to put it on the map.
Okay.
I want to be in danger.
Gonna do the Benny.
Okay. So I think I'm going to go with the idea of that sort of basically just use some smoke as sort of to give the idea that this whole area is in a bad way. It's not so much smoke as sort of, damage and chaos and destruction, as it were. But you get the idea. Himedy, it would appear that lying just under there. So I was just trying to work out where the blast would have put it. Probably more that side, actually. There's a body lying on the ground.
I'm gonna walk up to it and have a look.
From here, you can see the suit is damaged, and you can see small round red bubbles floating up. Well, actually, no. We said it's
blood
0G,
bubbles.
so blood puddle rather than bubbles. Yeah, we're not in 0G. I forgot.
It's not. At least it's not blood spores or some kind of fungus that kills humans and makes Anouks turn into violent warriors. Well, I'm gonna go. Yeah, so this person's dead. I'm gonna just double check anyway.
You can see the critical life sign warnings flashing on the spacesuit. He is most certainly not dead yet.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to call out to someone else we need some help here. And what can I do? Survival roll, tie his suit up. I don't know.
I'll make a healing roll. Does he have a chip on him?
No.
Okay.
Does he have a lung donor wrist strap or anything? I mean, organ donor wrist strap.
Like my dog.
No. Healing roll, yeah. Go for a healing, yeah. Sorry. The no wasn't for your question. It was the...
I will attempt to support him in getting this guy out.
Okay. So, Doc, you basically you basically are able to do minimal the makeshift repairs to the body. Someone might want to do a repair roll on the suit to sort of jury rig a patch over the damage. But,
Sure, that's not my bailiwick. So, if
Ain't
need be, we'll get a
Morgana
med
hint?
board from the ship too.
Sorry,
Morgana, what?
They're needing some suit repairs over there.
I tuck the bomb in my backpack and go, where are they? We have
So
to go.
where are you going to carry Himini and Jinx? Where do you want to carry the person to? That's probably because obviously that's just a docking bay area, as it were. So that's possibly the closest.
Well, we don't want to run in there and have a fight, so we want to go up. I suppose we go to the landing pad and have a look there first.
Well, the landing pad's exposed. Looking at it, those letters up. So realistically speaking, you're either going over there or over there,
or you can put them on,
or
on the
back
ship,
over there, or on your ship, yeah,
or on our ship, which I wouldn't suggest, but
we can go back to the ship. There's enough of us to deal with one person. It's not like we've got a vampire here.
Linda's going to check the ship for more packages.
Okay, Linda will wander around the ship looking for some more packages.
Carry this body back to this person back towards the ship, I guess.
Oh, I mean that's I'll be honest. That is the nearest. That's the nearest one, of course.
Carry him over here, then. Yeah, and then put him down. Doc's going to look after him, and I'm going to open. I'm not carrying him while I'm going through the door, or her, or whatever it is.
He's not meant to. Why does Fantasy Grounds make people hostile when you first add them? He's got his spacesuit has a name, has a name on it going Marcus. Yeah, nameplate on his spacesuit.
Marcus is there. Doc's looking after him. I'm opening the door.
Okay, open the door.
Hopefully
the door opens. You open the door. Basically, it seems to be an airlock type design. So if you bungle yourselves, the other door obviously won't open until the outer door is sealed and you've repressurized the area.
Well, everyone in then, I guess, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay. If Linda's finished checking the ship as thoroughly as she can, she's going to head over there.
Yep, sure. You've checked the ship. Everything seems okay. I'm going to assume, unless anyone says otherwise, you're entering this airlock.
Doc, you coming?
Jackroot.
Coming.
Okay, you get inside. We'll close that outer door and lock it. And the air starts to repressurize.
Deckard is outside. What are we trying to do?
Hey, guys, wait, I'm coming.
There we go.
Do we have our Deckard's up on my junk? Do we?
It's like the kid from Christmas Story, right? Hey guys, wait up.
We have is my patient stable? Do I need to get him on board the ship?
Well, now you're basically as the air pressure's coming up, obviously the concern to the damage of the suit is better off. You can the air pressure, the air is breathable now, so you can basically remove your space helmets if you want to, and probably get him out of his suit, which you probably need to do to check him over. But he seems stable at the moment. The emergency protection systems in his suit seem to do the best it could to the fact the suit was ruptured. It looks like he was injured in the explosion. Okay, at this point, of course, air pressure equalizes, and the inner door opens.
Drag Marcus in there with me.
Doors are locked.
That door does appear to be locked, yes.
They both are locked. I just checked, but so
they're only both locked because I'm used to. They're only both locked temporarily because I know certain player characters love to rush around when I don't lock tokens, running around the place, causing no end of chaos and carnage to me trying to set up stuff. So I've locked the doors to hold you in that room temporarily.
Oh hell yeah! Of course we do.
That's part of our job description.
Himiny's got the jitters.
Okay. Again, like the other. Again, obviously, like the for description purposes, I'm holding you here for a sec. Like the other area you were in before, this seems to be like a communal sort of area where there's obviously racks for people to put spacesuits on and stuff, and there's benches around the area to sit upon. I forgot to actually. I've just noticed I didn't actually finish this section, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. The door to the left here appears to be security locked, and it's basically it's reporting access key required to open. The other door, however, is merely closed.
Which is the other door? I'm gonna stick my ear to it and have a listen.
Go on then.
It was a very good roll. I heard.
You can't hear anything.
Well, sounds like this door's okay. Oh, and I open it and see that lot. Okay. Uh-oh. There's something here.
Something.
Okay. Morgana, you're first.
Oh boy.
Holy crap, Himiny.
Leapfrogging again.
Oh, Himiny called for help. I'll go up there to take a look around him to see what the hell. Oh, look, you found more company, Himiny.
Yes, yes. Don't stand next to me.
Too late, dude. Too late.
Please don't stand so close to Himiny.
I like the way I moved before the door opened, and I don't move, and then the door opens, all this shit shows up, and then my character moves.
That's because I was accepting all the moves everyone had done while I was sorting everything out. Like I said, I'm setting stuff up in the background. Everyone's running around.
One time.
Maybe I'm just in a perverse mood today. Sorry, Linda.
That's much better.
Fortunately, I only needed to Benny at one time. Just run in there, Himiny, so when you swing at things, we're out of your way.
I feel safe. Morgana's with me.
Ravager number 4 comes charging forwards in a wild, frenzied nature. Attacks Himiny.
Good lord, that's far too many rolls.
That's a hit. I don't know why it did 3 attacks. It should have been 2, but that's by the by. The first one.
One of them hit me.
Well, the first one was the worst one, so.
Yeah.
Does it have improved frenzy?
No.
Frenzy only gets you 2 attacks.
Right? Exactly. That's correct. I basically right-clicked twice by mistake and didn't notice. It was only meant to be, it was meant to be frenzy, not improved frenzy. Ooh, that'd be fun. Okay, I'm doing that. Strength check. Benny then. I'll take a strength check. Okay, I'm not doing that then. Fair enough. And it did sound like fun. Let's try it again, shall we? Let's do a strength check. Oh, what the hell? Let's have an athletics roll, shall we? No, Morgana's in the way. I think I might just stay. I think I might just... Well, there's nothing I can do. It's just going to muscle in. There we go. Just muscle into there and...
9. Whoosh. 9, 12.
And that's 2 hits on Himini
11.
with really crap damage on the first attack. And equally crap damage on the second attack. Doc, you're up.
Right.
Morgana and Linda, why are you standing in front of me?
Just don't sweep, Himini.
Because it's you, I won't.
I've said that to you in Anouk as well.
For the record, the person who's saying don't sweep Himini is standing behind you with a gun very close to you, so it's probably prudent not to sweep.
Well, I'm going to give him a reason not to sweep.
Okay.
And me too. The next time I'm just going to be like, fuck selective. Just burst away.
Technically, that is your area of effect. Your line of hang on, your line of sight gets you to there. That's the best you're gonna get. Oh, I apologise. That's not the doc. I apologise. Shutting up. Who's putting tokens out when it's not their go and confusing me? Okay, my God, Doc.
That's a good shot, Doc. Nice shooting, Doc.
That's a big splat.
Like I say, it doesn't. I'm trying to give him a reason not to use sweep. Notice I still didn't not get in within his range, though.
Indeed.
I'm not stupid.
Everyone's dice got recoloured, so I don't know who's dropping black templates out, you see. Jinx, you're up.
Deckard or Jinx have got black. Deckard, Jinx, and
Linda.
Linda have got black here. Change your dice colours.
I've got my stealth dice going. All right, I'll change my colors.
No, you don't. No, if you want stealth dice, you can still go white on white, you know.
I'm doing it right now.
How do you change dice? Oh, I know where it is.
It's the little colour
The
palette
little colour
at the top
palette,
right.
yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
I
pretend
tell you
you're
what.
Picasso and you start the painting.
So I assume with this update that I think is the update they put in because they haven't actually said it yet, have they? I assume that if someone, because it's players that get to buy the fun the sparkly dice effects, I assume if the players buy the sparkly dice when they roll them, everyone else sees their dice effects.
Yeah. You buy the dice and then everyone gets to see them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you buy? Where do you buy the sparkly dice?
From the store when it's released. They're not out
When they're
yet.
released, they're not out yet.
You can see them in test.
Roll20 and it's meh. It's okay.
It's a gimmick. It's a
But
gimmick.
they promised it from the start, didn't they? So.
Yeah.
And the dice
be
do
honest-
look better than the current ones. They're much more
It's like
high
buying
res.
skins in Fortnite.
Yeah, because it's just like buying cosmetic skins in first player games.
And you can make an actual sort of fortune with that skin shit. So good for them to make a bit of extra money.
No,
'cause
good
they
for them.
need it.
Yeah. I have to admit the ability, the actual dice. I'm not so grabbed by the need to have flashing dice, but being a textured dice, with patterns on them, could be quite fun.
Yeah, that could be fun. Especially if they make the templates have patterns too.
Dice. Apparently, dice is a category, but nothing comes up. Yeah, it'd be in test mode now. If you go into test mode, you can play with the dice because I assume that's what Lone Wolf was saying when he was talking about the new graphics.
There's a new palette thing. You get to choose the dice colours, and you also get to choose your pointer colour separately.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
does Ravager 3, did that stuff get applied to him yet?
No.
No, because we've been talking.
Oh, I wasn't being a dick. I just was asking because I see it on the tracker.
That's okay. Deckard, you're up.
2, 3.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. We were talking. Yeah, I think it's all in test mode. I never go into test mode because I'm so busy. I spend all my time bloody creating modules and everything. I don't get to play with test mode. I made that
Oh,
mistake once.
oh! Stop creating modules all the time, then, and take a break. Play some test modes. It actually broke my test mode. I had lost all of the work I made on the Savage Superpowers Companion for a week, and I had to redo it all. But I redo it all in one day, so that was good.
Are you redoing this Savage Superpowers?
It's done.
It says he submitted
It
it.
is.
It's submitted. It's there. It's all done. Yeah. Just
Yeah,
gotta
but
wait
I submitted, as I pointed out, I submitted the Pathfinder.
and Moon Wizard said you should have chased up. You got to chase up James on that.
What makes you think I haven't?
Well, you need to chase him up with a wooden stick with nails in it. Then.
The biggest gripe I have is they went from a really cool system of uploading the module and uploading the graphics in the same place to the stupid system they have now, where you have to upload the module, then you have to tell them you've uploaded the module. They send you an email so that you can then dump some images into Dropbox.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, the new way is weird, but they do actually send out that email at the same time as you apply the module. But
they don't. Well, it's not for me. I have got 12 modules. I'm still waiting for the Dropbox links to, and I've reminded them numerous times.
Wow.
Get a Moon Wizard to chase them then, yeah.
They're mostly token packs, but.
Well, but didn't you do like the
Tales of the After as well? I've done Tales of the After Companion as well. Sorry.
That out yet?
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't there something that came with the original PFSW that's still not up that you did?
Yeah, the Companion.
That's what he's talking about. It's been up there for 100 years now. But yeah, you need to chase Moon Wizard or Dave or Doug.
Well, I got an email implying that it was. I thought I saw an email lately saying it had been added to my account, which usually means they're in the process of uploading it, releasing it. And also Tales of the After. I don't know what's happened to that one. It went through QA and basically vanished, fell off the earth. That was the adventure pack for the After.
You've got to chase them up. Yeah.
I have. No, the actual product guys have chased them up as well. So, anyway, Deckard has incapacitated a Ravager, I should say. Okay, at that point, I'm going to have this one just basically. I don't think he actually needs to run. No, he's just going to come charging to there. And I think he's going to. Actually, he might run.
The door's closed.
That door shouldn't be closed. It should have been open. Well, he's going to completely fail to open the door and stay put. I'm only joking. He gets to there. Himini, you're up.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do.
Okay, you can sleep now, Himini. Oh, look at that.
I hope the DIY VTT assets
He doesn't want to
mostly
sleep now. There's no allies in the way.
Well, I'm not sure what they're for anymore, to be honest, because obviously, if you're in Fantasy Grounds, you don't necessarily need them unless. I mean, you'll use them to create your own modules if you want to use them in Fantasy Grounds without buying the official modules. I would say most of the time, because if you've got the
hit him once, second time I missed.
If you buy the Fantasy Ground modules, I've already used them to put them in, for example. But yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Okay, so that's an attack. Huzzah! Sorry, I'm terribly distracted with multiple things in the background today. Sorry about that. Roger, you're up. Yeah, well,
let's
I
go ahead
think
and just
they
shoot
were
this guy.
for
What the heck?
using without any technology. You would just load them into the images folder of Fantasy, and then they'd be when you go into assets, images, they'd all show up under data in here. They just literally show up there, and then you can just drag and drop them in as image assets.
No, he doesn't have to duck. I'm not using a weapon I'm not familiar with.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. It's not just you. I was reading Facebook posts and stuff.
The Ravager's incapacitated, right?
I'm too distracted. Don't worry about it. Ask
that wound gets applied.
Yeah.
I'm answering questions, sorry. He's down. Righty-ho. Daniel is next. I'll make you see you want me back, Eris, he shouts as he goes charging by into this corridor.
Wow, he knows how to sprint.
Linda, you're up.
There's unseen enemies, obviously.
Yeah, Linda's gonna. Well, I guess she has to do something like this. She's gonna cautiously enter the other room and put herself on hold. Her intent is to put a deflection on Himini if things get hot again. Other than that, she's just holding.
Doesn't well, so I'll stop.
Why didn't she what?
I thought technically if you go on hold, you don't get to move. You have to like wait.
Technically, that is correct because technically moving is a free action, if that makes sense. And if you go on hold, you can't perform actions. But from a narrative point of view, I don't have a problem with it.
Well, you know what I'll do instead of going on hold. Instead of going on hold, she's just going to cast deflection on Himini anyhow.
Okay, that's fair enough.
She's just going to do that.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Rules as written, you're spot on, Deckard. But at the same time, to be honest, sometimes if it doesn't really break anything, I tend to sort of hand wave.
Yeah, and with me, it's just like because I'm trying, I'm converting people from the dark side, right?
I know you are.
So,
I know you are. Which is why I'm saying.
So my whole thing is to try to teach them, to try to push, raw, so that they know, so that it is what it is. And I use the example that you showed me with the cover bit, right, where it's like you go on hold, like where it really comes into play, and then someone pops out of cover. You request your interrupt, and then you get to take a tag at them when they are out of cover, assuming you win your agility roll, right? But the
spot on.
Yeah.
So she's doing two people. She's doing Himini and Daniel, and she's doing deflection on both of them, and with hurry. So.
Okie dokie, deflection.
Did I do that right?
You certainly did. Hurry, of course. Joe, this is when I must admit, it's when I go back to playing Suede again. I go, where are all the effects? And then I remember that's because I spent so much time in Savage Pathfinder putting them all in.
Do you want me to do the effect on it?
Yeah, please. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. You got the raise, so it will be the melee ranged thrown -2 at 1 because I didn't know back then. I didn't know you could just type attack, so it's the middle one of the 3 effects. That's the one.
Is that good?
Hang on. It try again now.
Okay, the middle one.
Yeah, because I hadn't got you targeted, it didn't work. So you did nothing wrong. It was me.
Okay.
I was going to say, I didn't see the target on the tracker.
No,
right?
it's because applying effects from powers only work when the person who's applying that is still targeted in the combat tracker. Yeah, so it was my mistake, not Linda's. But as I was saying, I must admit, actually, I've spoilt myself and obviously anyone else who plays Savage Pathfinder with the amount of effects I put in on every blimmin' power.
So I gotta ask, when you go in, and what is it like in 5e? It's like you move and you can take like a dodge action, right? What is that? What's the effect in? All right, Linda, nice.
It'd be defend, wouldn't it? It'd be a defend action. It's the best you can do.
It's a defend action. Okay.
But that is that's a full round action.
And you can move, but it's a full round action.
Yeah.
You can multi-attack. You can multi-action, right, and take it.
No.
There's no concept like that. There are multi-attack character features or class features, but not multi-attack as a combat mechanic.
You can't defend and attack as you can't defend as one action and attack as the other.
Defend is a special case of being a full round action. You basically spend all your time fighting defensively, so you can't do anything else.
Right. And if you get two things, it's because you got 2 actions for that turn, not because there's a multi-action. Each action is just a single thing.
Got it. Fair enough. Thanks for the clarification. So it's the defend effect that goes in there, the parry +4 or whatever.
Yeah. Linda,
Gotcha.
you have the Joker now. That means you
I think it's
can go
called
and hold
parry.
and interrupt. Yeah, that's actually
think
called
it's called
defend. I think it's actually called defend.
Is
As
it?
as a 4-round defense, it's defend.
Okay.
Okay, Linda, you have the Joker, which means you can go on hold and interrupt at any time without having to make an athletics roll, or you can act now. It's up to you.
Is it
I'll go on
athletics or
hold.
agility?
What to
I'll go on
interrupt?
Agility, it's
Athletics.
athletic.
It used to be agility to interrupt, but in Suede they changed it to athletics.
My bad.
That's okay.
I
It's
knew
just,
I
as I
needed
say,
something.
they change it. Doc, you're up.
Right.
Where's the interrupt button? Is there an interrupt button?
You just right click on the little orange man on your.
Or
on the
you
combat
can, yeah,
tracker.
if you double click the orange man, it'll request an interrupt.
Or you just right click on
Okay.
it and see the
Okay.
request interrupt hand. Yeah.
Great, thank you.
That's 3 inches gets you there, Doc. You've still got, I think, your pace of 8 at the moment in low gravity, so you still have 5 more inches of movement if you wish to move it. 3, that's another 3 gets you to there. You still got 2 more.
Doc, you should have told me you're getting all uppity. I would have deflected you too. I say as he runs by.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I am deciding whether or not to tackle dumbass.
Oh, that's. You do notice. You do notice a very heavy-duty industrial-looking door on the opposite wall.
Can I trip him? Like as he's running, kick his foot, the heel of his foot.
Yeah, that's you'll grapple him, so that'd be athletics.
Why are you doing that? Why not let him lead the way?
Get killed for us.
Well, I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but I also
He has the heroic gene. Let him exercise it.
what I'm worried about is him like setting off a bomb or releasing more monsters or doing something that's gonna fuck us all
Rigger's
up.
gone quiet.
So-
I'm worried he's left.
Oh, jeez. I mean, you're basically getting all paranoid about DOS when you say that.
Yeah, because he's always got monsters up. He's always trying to kill us. That's what he.
My job is working. If I've got you that paranoid.
But he didn't kill anyone in the Tomb of Horrors. How many people died in Tomb of Horrors?
Shut up.
I'm going to run Tomb of Horrors, and everyone's going to die.
It's hard to kill.
But I'm not going to do it. It's not going to be a
It's-
Pathfinder version. It's just going to be a Savage version.
It's very hard to kill
Blowing up a
people
ship,
in Savage Worlds, believe it or not.
But blowing up a ship would do it. Athletics.
Athletics.
See, here's where you're gonna. Oh my god!
Oh, look at that.
I'm not spending any pennies on him.
Technically, he's supposed to roll athletics, but to be honest, when it comes to the automation, I'm quite happy to let it use agility instead. You know what I mean? But
Is that what it's supposed to do? I thought it was an agility to oppose, and if you use the trait to oppose the skill, didn't you?
well, it's because technically, yeah. I mean, grappling is technically opposed athletics, but I don't care because it's much easier to let the system do the rolls for me. So unless your agility's higher than your athletic, sorry,
You've got that. Was it brute edge where agility is
I know,
where it's
I
not
know.
it's strength instead of a strength?
I
instead
know,
of-
and I will override it. But to be honest, that roll was really cool. So basically, the doc dies for him, and Daniel's like, Daniel's going, no, I must prove to Eris that I am worthy, and dodges to the right as you try to grab at him.
Oh boy! Witness me, Eris.
Basically.
Witness me.
Very much so, yeah.
But he just came out of nowhere.
Roger, you're up. Yeah. Actually,
Have nowhere and did nothing.
I'm
That's very
gonna have-
boring.
I'm going to have to give you a belly for picking up on the whole witness concept there. I like it. That's what I was definitely going for. Although not
Did we lose-
everybody would die.
Did we lose the injured ranger, or is he still with us?
He's lying
No, he's back
unconscious. He's lying unconscious on the floor back there.
Okay.
Stable and unconscious.
Okay, that's a shot.
Yeah, I think I'm going to Benny that.
Hang on.
Woohoo! I did 1 point better. Wow, never mind.
Yeah, I think I forgot something there. I need to check something. Who's up next? Deckard, you're up.
So when you approve my move, I'll target.
Certainly. Sorry, I'm just.
No, I only moved 7 because you told me that we're in like the gravity gig, right?
Yeah,
So we're
you
good.
got +2 pace. Yeah.
+2 pace from gravity or +2 pace from the acceleration, the hurry, or both? So +4.
Both, technically.
So +4.
If you cast it on them, they got +4. Otherwise, everyone's got +2 because of the low G.
Oh, okay.
Get some of that, Ravager.
Wow. Okay. So Daniel's covered in bits of Ravager.
That's my favorite Jewel song. No, excuse me. What was the name of that band? Drops of Jupiter. Who was it?
You're traveling in a music I never listened to.
Daniel cries out in shock as
Drops
another
of
Ravager
Jupiter.
appears.
Train. That's who it was.
Morgana.
Yeah, Morgana's move into the room. She's gonna see the 3 of them all clustered over there in the door, and she's just gonna stop and go, "Hey, let me know if you need help."
The Ravagers are all coming in from the south, or from the far end of or from the right. Where are they coming in from?
From your one came that way. The other one came that way.
Oh, from both directions. Okay.
Jinx, you are up, sir. The door, as I say, the door there is basically saying access key required, and there seems to be all sorts of combat going on over here. And this guy's just lying there where everyone abandoned him. And if I accept that move, you'll get stuck there. You have to go through the door, I'm afraid, sir. Fantasy Grounds doesn't let people go through walls.
Psychic powers are not that good that you can walk through walls.
Fantasy Grounds is a bit pernickety when it comes to walking through walls. Ah!
Only cats can do that. Only cats can walk through.
Jiminy, I like that. Jiminy bops into YouTube to point out that no one said a very important phrase yet today. Must be newbies who don't know what happens when they say that message.
The venues must flow. Come on!
Every time, every one of you. Benny's flow.
Yeah, come on,
We don't
Watcher.
need Benny's right now.
Earn your keep, dang it.
It needs to make a vulnerable vigor check.
Oh, you didn't. That'll be messy in here.
We don't know what he's doing. He just walks along and
Yeah,
you know,
keep popping these people like
he
zits.
rubs his forehead and then someone blows
2d10
up.
damage. 2d10 damage. No raise this time.
Oh my god.
Are you happy with a 7?
No.
Excellent.
Oh, that was nearly a 10. Okay. Basically, blood vessels start popping all over his body, showering. Literally, basically, bits of skins just seem to start tearing off him, and it cries out in pain and agony, but it's still standing there.
Oh my god.
Himiny.
Goodness. Who's doing that?
He's not
I
in
think it's their
space. What the
body.
hell is happening to him?
Your mutants and their bodies are failing.
Oh, well, they're here. Wow, a gang up bonus. Brilliant. Right, okay.
And vulnerable because it wildly attacked. That's a wound. That would pop it down, which is probably quite good because bits of it kept more and more of it seemed to be piling off it when finally everything goes quiet.
Oh, everything goes quiet. Are we done?
It would appear so.
Are we done then? Okay. Linda decided to interrupt just as things finished.
I'll tell you what, Linda. I shall give you a Betty by way of
trying to get in the action.
Indeed. These
you.
areas, I forgot to decorate this half of the map. I spent a fair bit of time on another room and forgot to do the rest of the map, and then obviously got distracted doing some other stuff and forgot to come back to finishing it off. But assume that each 4 of these corners are workstations. All sorts. It seems to be basically monitoring equipment and stuff for the mine. So basically. Also, from what it seems, is the big dome over. There's a big dome over there that is basically the mine area, and it says power reactor online, full power. Okay, right.
So it's to be locked or not? I don't want to unlock it if it's.
It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be locked. I just didn't know if everyone wants to stay strung out or what the plan is.
Well, Linda's going to see the mining area, and if as long as she thinks it's safe and we have time, she's going to investigate the mining area, looking for archaeological signs and other things. That's sort of as a free dig investigation.
This Marcus guy, maybe we want to speak to him. Don't know, someone else, but I'm willing to go and look at this.
I think he's unconscious.
And Doc is looking for a med bay.
You haven't come across one yet.
There's a big door here. There might be a med bay on the other side of this.
Do you want Linda to roll research for her or academics or whatever as she roams around the dig?
I already have. They just don't know.
Or science.
But this is purely a ghost rock mining operation. But by all means, make an academics roll.
Academics. Oh, good.
Okay, so as you're staring at the mining works, something does seem strange to you because you could see as you look down and off to one side, you can see what you assume is the ghost rock seam, and it looks like but it seems that all the mining equipment and everything else seems to be on the opposite side of the room, of the tunnel cave area, and it's like the ghost rock's been ignored. And there seems to be quite a lot. It looks like all the equipment's being used to dig in an opposite direction.
Okay, I'm going to flag this to the group because I'm like, this is really peculiar. I was looking for archaeology evidence, but they're obviously mining in a ghost rock rich area, but they're not even mining for ghost rock. Can anybody make anything out of this? And then I'm going to clamber down and see if I can notice anything special in the rock, maybe using science.
Yep. It's quite obviously I haven't got a pretty map for that. That's just why I left the dome on it.
Sure.
It's a pretty. I mean, it's low gravity, but it's quite a steep climb, and obviously there's just enough gravity for it to possibly hurt if you fall the distance there is. So we'll need an athletics check to see you climbing down there. What's everyone else up to?
I don't want to mention that Linda's near nauseous in low gravity because that would be bad.
You're okay. It's not 0G, so you're okay.
There we go. I'm still okay.
You are. So we'll clamber around to over there, and we'll assume you're further down. What's everyone else up to?
Going in this room.
Yeah, I'm thinking more about Deckard and Jinx and Morgana and back into the other room. I will let you into that room in a second.
Yeah, but I'm just following along.
Oh, I didn't know tokens were locked.
Yeah, I'm with him until I see that that's a not a med bay.
Okay. So Hibbity opens the door. Hibbity opens the door, so at that point I will lock the tokens again. Hibbity opens the door, and obviously what you see is quite well. Actually, I'm going to say I need vigor rolls from everyone when you see the full horror of this room, because throwing up in space
clear rolls, is it?
It's throwing up inside spacesuits is just too much fun not to make you do. Daniel has just basically upchucked inside his spacesuit.
Is it fear rolls though?
Vigor.
Morgana's not close enough to see in there yet, is she? With everybody between her.
Oh yeah, believe me, there's something very unpleasant about that room.
But is it a fear roll or not?
No,
What is
Vigor.
it?
It's basically horror. It's well, you can see. Can't you see what's in there?
Gets a bonus because he's used to.
Yeah, it's not fear based. It's
it's
nausea based. It's whether you throw up when you see what the mining machinery is being used for.
Oh no.
It's about whether or not you vomit into your spacesuit because I'm feeling evil. So anyway, basically, Daniel takes one look at the room where you can see, this machine's designed to crunch and break down ghost rock, and all you can see
is this like used for Is this Fargo style abuse?
Basically, the idea is this is where the ghost rock's taken to, the ore's taken to. It's put in the machine, it's broken down, and everything else. This whole room is covered in basically remains of human bones.
So it's the wood chipper, chipper thing.
Yes.
Condale versus evil wood chipper. Right. Okay.
Yeah. This is a mid bay after a sorts, Himini.
Still don't see why that wouldn't be a fear roll, but yeah.
Because you guys are jaded to it now. It was more nausea than fear, I suppose. Yes, I suppose it should have been fear-based, yeah, but it doesn't matter. Okay.
Anyway, to me, it doesn't matter. I'm just sitting there going, I don't know why I thought it was. In my mind, I'm going, why would that be? Yeah, okay, it's nothing. Bones, whatever. I chew on bones.
What's Roger up to back in that other room?
Just thinking about dinner now. Yeah.
Roger's just going to kind of keep an eye on Marcus, make sure he's still doing okay, and watch this door in case something decides it wants to come through from the other side.
Okay. Marcus seems to basically be recovering, and he's sort of picking himself up off the floor. He definitely looks a bit ragged at the moment. Okay, Linda, you've clambered down and you start making your way down the tunnel you found. Basically, you notice as you move through it, there seems to be a bit far. After a couple of feet in, the rock gives way, and the whole area seems to be constructed, I should say. The walls, the floor, and the ceiling all are no longer natural rock. They all seem to be sort of showing signs of some sort of construction. And the mining equipment all seems to have not been used once this wall was breached. As you walk further down, what you find at the far end appears to be a pedestal with a sort of concave surface to it, as if something the size of a golf ball once rested upon it.
Oh,
there is nothing there now.
You're saying that the wall was fake wall, or was just they just left it after mining the wall? Like, what did you mean by
they
fake
broke
wall?
into a room inside this
Oh,
asteroid.
I see. They broke through. They broke through it. It wasn't stone.
No.
Okay, and inside that room, there was some sort of. It looks like there was an object resting, and it's no longer there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to communicate that to the rest of the group that I found something really bizarre. Does it remind me of that object that the lady was trying to acquire, that they hired us to distract us or something?
You don't know what you don't know what was there.
But does it remind me of that pedestal that we wasn't?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
He said it was kind of like a dog bowl.
Golf ball.
Linda's going to investigate the room and the pedestal and see if she can learn it.
I just kicked my entire desk there.
Just looking. Well, she has science, and she's going to look for any grooves or wear and tear. She's going to look for any signs of open secret doors.
I was going to get you to make an academics roll. That's for sure.
Oh, I was trying to do science. I don't like academics rolls.
Science.
But I'll do academics.
Science is fine.
Okay, I'll do science. That's better for me.
You're an archaeologist. You should have academics.
I do, but it's not very good. It's not like my science.
The construction of the room you're in reminds you exactly of the Black Cities back on Banshee.
The Black Cities. Remind me what the Black Cities was. On Banshee. Was that a research center?
That's what you were researching on Banshee. There's these strange black cities that no one knows the origins of.
Oh, okay. And is this room in isolation, or is there some hallway connecting to this room that I can find out?
This seems to be just a room, almost like a vault or a prison, possibly. You're not sure which.
Okay. She's going to finish her investigation when you tell her she's investigated everything.
That's absolutely fine. No problem at all.
Okay.
Marcus gets to his feet and looks around, noticing the patching on his spacesuit, and then he looks at Roger, and he starts smiling in a friendly manner.
He turns into a giant lobster.
Not at all.
Xenomorph from Alien.
Nothing like that at all.
Linda's going to photo document that room and the pedestal and the ceiling and just generally capture the location and everything for her notes.
Is anything alive in this glom room? I mean, this room.
I shall come back to that. Can I have...
Like a Play-Doh fun factory where they put bodies in one end and a glom comes out the other.
Can I have an athletics roll from Roger, please?
Well, all the way back there. Uh-oh.
Are you happy with a 3, Roger?
Oh,
yeah. Not really, but I don't have a whole lot of bennies. So I'm going to try once, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm happy with the 3.
Okay, I'm afraid to say, I mean, it's rather in keeping, and I'll probably reward you a Benny afterwards for narratively helping me along. But basically, and I do mean as if from nowhere, Marcus seems to produce a chainsaw. It literally wasn't there for 1 second. It's almost like his hand reached into somewhere, and he lunges at you with it.
Lovely.
Oh my God, he has access to hammer space.
Means ex machina.
It's almost like you're not sure where it was, but basically you duck backwards rapidly as he sweeps at you, and he starts going, "The machine must be fed!" Jinx, you're up.
Okay, the guy we saved is actually a lunatic, right? Okay, we saved the wrong guy.
Okay.
Should have been saving the Ravagers.
Marcus has gone insane, right?
Maybe the Ravagers are what come out of the machine, yeah, when you feed it.
And why would the Ravagers attack him?
And maybe they didn't. The ship blew up, so that was what got him. It wasn't.
Do you remember I said it looks like he got caught in the explosion?
Yeah, the explosion is what got him, not the Ravagers. Yeah.
Oh, that's why I didn't see anything coming out to attack him.
What to do?
I can hear the chainsaw on the comms, can't I? Okay.
Actually.
What was the band that used to play a chainsaw? The heavy metal band?
Used to play a chainsaw. My word, is that possible?
Yeah.
Cool.
No Joker, right? Yeah, no Joker.
You better do him good because he's next.
Roger's got a really big toughness, right? So let's play this just to make sure things.
Oh, I forgot to check my cards. Oh my God. Nightmare.
He needs to make a vigor check.
Okay, so I'm just waiting for Not working. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
I heard it.
Okay. Players looking around with no jokers. No character can soak wounds until the joker's drawn. Okay. And you're telekinetic squeezing Marcus, are you? Okie dokie.
Yep. Bigger roll.
-6. I just made that bit up.
Yeah, he makes it.
Bastard.
-6 is a 3, so he failed. Got a 12. He's got a D12 vigor. He's got a motorbike.
It does
I
sound
feel like
that.
I'm at the dentist. It's like being at the dentist.
Okay, I'm afraid basically Roger takes 3 wounds and is then shaken.
Roger, spend those pennies, baby.
Jackal was the name of that band
Well then.
with a CK.
Actually, interesting. Why the hell does it not show the damage on the soak rolls? Okay, well that's a 6 versus a 27 damage on you, which is a 6.
Least one
which takes
wound removed.
That takes it down to 2 wounds. The second attack was a 14, which was which was a 9.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the 2
Take
wounds.
off
There's
2
not much I
wounds.
can do about that.
Okay, you take 2 wounds. Okay, and then obviously you
at
take
which
another
point I'll
wound.
take another wound too. Yeah.
But this is only a shaken, so if you spend the Benny to unshake, you will then only be shaken, not take another wound.
What happened to that card that was played? Is
Oh,
that still in
shit!
effect? Yeah.
Oh,
hate
gosh,
to say
good
it.
Oh,
point.
that's right. I
What
can't
did you
soak.
just do to your...
Oh, yeah, you can't shake.
Oh,
It was
dude.
not.
Roger, you're going to have to go
Danny-
into defend mode and then run away.
Pennies are flowing now.
Then they
No, I
can't
just-
float.
I'm just
Yeah.
giving him his Benny's back because I forgot someone just played a card. No one can soak wounds until a Joker's dead.
Yeah, that's like a 2-edged card. You have to kill
Oh, I
the
was
guy.
referring to the
Backfire.
cursing.
I know you were.
Yeah.
Doc, you're up. Sorry, Roger. I gave you an extra Benny back by way of apology.
Misery loves company.
No, negating shaken isn't soaking, though.
But you're not adjacent.
Correct, which is why I only took the 3 wounds.
Played it. Emily, you can't play Noble Sacrifice. You're not adjacent to him.
Adjacent? Where'd the word adjacent come from?
A nearby ally. I'm sorry, if it's a chainsaw attack, the idea is you've got to be throwing yourself in front of the attack. It's my interpretation of the rolls.
Oh, right then.
Take that, DM.
Play this card.
Yeah,
Completely
really.
negate damage from one success. Okay, so that basically... Okay, that means net result is... Roger has no damage. It is only shaken because I'm assuming you're going to use that on the 3 wound attack rather than the shaken attack. Yeah. Okay. So after all retconning's out the way, the net result is with you playing that card that yeah. Okay. Doc, it's your go.
I moved. I rolled a 12.
I do apologise. I didn't realise that was your movement. I thought that was him and he just trying to get into position. Do it again. Sorry.
Wrong colour pointer.
I know. 6 gets you to there, and then I can't remember where you went to after that. Was it just into the doorway? 10 gets you to there. You got 2 left.
That did not work out the way I was hoping it's going to work
That's
out.
not where I wanted to go. I wanted to go down here.
Okay.
And then I'll double barrel him and say, why did you make me waste all that a med pack on you?
And the gaffer tape to fix your suit.
I'm just going to have to put you full of holes again. Come on, roll. And I had to waste bullets on you. I mean, seriously. Waving around a chainsaw. It's not very nice in the first place.
It's not like there's a whole lot of timber around here. Come on.
How many Bennies have you got, Doc?
Too many. I'm burning some off. Okay.
I'm just ignoring what he's doing until he says that's enough. I've had enough. I'm stopping now, and then I'll worry about it.
I'm done. I think the best I did was a shaking.
Jeez, that was Jeepers Creepers. That was a lot of bennies to shake him.
I know. But that's what I rolled.
I forgot to make the
Shaking.
bad guy
No,
so
we're going to kill
make
him.
him
Actually,
unalive.
we haven't had a joke yet, have we? So we're still at the beginning of the combat.
Mm-hmm.
So we can kill him.
Daniel can run. Daniel gets to there and goes, "Get out of the way! I will prove myself worthy of Eris." And he pushes Roger. And Roger doesn't move. Linda, you're way down at the back, and obviously you can't. You've obviously got comms to each other, but it's a lot of cracks and pops and crackles because it's very bad. You're not sure what's going on.
Do I know it's just Marcus attacking?
No, because basically all you get when you're trying to talk, whenever people are trying to talk to you, all you hear is this.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly, it's just
a chainsaw sound.
It sounds like a Model T running its motor or something.
There you go.
Okay. So I guess if I'm done with my investigation, I'm going to start heading back to the group. Carefully, I guess. So I'll get to like here or something. Oh, I can get further than that, can I?
So I'm just laughing at Deckard's 2 bennies, and he's the best he's got is the 5 of spades. So I'm giving him a benny out of.
And my quote too. It's unbelievable. I didn't even move up.
I know. You know why though? You cursed yourself when you said at the start, "Well, when I get a Joker, you'll be most upset," and that was that, isn't it?
Yes. The first
I'm going to say that's about as far as you. No, that's because you got to clamber. You got to vertically clamber back up.
That makes sense.
I'll get you to there. Yeah.
That makes sense. I forgot about
as you leave that strange construction area, or maybe it was a prison. I'm not entirely sure. You basically get back, and now you can hear chaos, carnage, people shouting, and it sounds like a chainsaw.
Okay.
Roger, you are up.
So, Daniel, just so you know, that's Eris is not spelt with an H there. You're not coming into money just because you save her or impress her.
I'm afraid that one goes over my head because that's probably a cultural reference, but I'm sure it was very good.
H-I-R-E-S-S.
Oh yes, sorry, yes, misunderstood you.
It was a complicated spelling reference.
I know, I wasn't paying attention. I shall just give the dog a Betty for effort. Because
GM is distracted.
I'm out here flopping. Just so much effort into it.
I mean, no one's saying the catchphrase today. That's why you're suffering, and you know. I got so used to not having to give you bennies. The fact that no one's saying it means I'm actually having to give you bennies today.
If someone desperately needs a penny, Linda can contribute.
Okay, that is a wound upon Marcus. He staggers from that. Morgana, you're up.
Well, Morgana's more interested in the mining area. She's asking Linda about what she found back there.
Why?
I happen to know that the components from this bomb that I disabled came from, jury-rigged mining crap. So I'm going back there. I'm going to say, it sounds like they got it. I'm going to head in the other way.
Linda's a little boggled, but she says there's some standard mining equipment, and then there's some black cities mystery tech, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Oh, I'm going to look to see if I can see, where they collected these components from.
Okay, be careful. It's slippery down there.
Yeah, well.
Let me know if you find anything.
Yeah, so basically, under that mining dome is the dome is put over to basically pressurize the whole area, and it's just basically it's a mine. And you can see, as pretty much as Linda says, you can see where they dug down to hit the ghost rock, and then you can see they seem to have ignored the ghost rock and dug in the opposite direction.
She said she found something that looked like it had been removed.
There's a room down there.
Yeah, you'd have to climb down to have a look at that.
Okay, well then that's what I'll do, and
that'll be an athletics check. Doesn't work when you say it, Jiminy.
I didn't say anything. I'm not even in your chat. What are you talking about?
Your Twitch ID just popped up, mate.
Someone hacked my account, obviously. Someone's hacked my account. Yep, same as last time.
Yeah, it's like they. Yeah. Oh, okay. No problem. You said.
Just keep trying to get these people to say. All you got to do is type the Bennies must flow. Just listen, man. Are you watching or not?
Hibity, what are you doing apart from?
Oh, it's my go, is it? All right, okay.
Yes.
Guess what I'm gonna do.
Depends if you pick up on the whisper or not, really.
I'm gonna grab that I've seen.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna run. Terrible run, but what was that? For the 14.
It shouldn't be, but I forgot to remove the pace bonus, so you can have it.
I think he's in range of me to kill him, as long as I don't roll a 1. And hit Roger.
Or Daniel.
I don't care about hitting Daniel.
That's interesting.
Improved arcane resistance.
That shouldn't affect him throwing an attacks. Wonder why that's doing that.
Yeah, so that's a hit, isn't it?
That would be +4 on top of that roll, so that would be a hit.
Improved arcane resistance. Yeah, it's not magic, is it?
No, it's not magic. I don't know why that's affecting a throwing attack. Should be set. Well, I didn't program this one. The edge should be set to arcane -4 and arcane damage -4, and not that unless you've programmed your attacks to have arcane effects.
No, it hasn't got anything like that.
Okay, well that the inability to soak bennies is still in place, so that's a wound. Soak bennies, soak damage, I should say.
Is he dead?
He's not dead. He's still standing there. Deckard,
She'll
you're
go,
up.
Deckard.
And it's Marcus that's the bad guy.
Yes, I'm afraid Roger knows me too well. He didn't leave the NPC lying on the floor on his own in a room so I could do all the unspeakable things I had planned. He kept an eye on him. Gosh darn it, you know me too well. It's been so much more fun when I put the small explosive charge on the inner wall and detonated it. Aha! Well, I recognise Roger now trying to sneak into.
Oh, come on, it was worth a try.
However, I'm not sure about the last one. I don't know well enough to get the last one. I'm going to have to give him the benefit of the doubt. So if you're one of my players at Thrift LM on Twitch, you got away with it this once.
So Thrift is not one of your players. She's one of my viewers. Thanks, Thrift.
Okay. Okay. The bolt does apply to this one. So yeah.
There's 2 battles going on. One on Twitch.
I I didn't mean to drop that, but it was my fault, so that's fine. I mean,
That's okay.
obviously,
no,
I
the
wouldn't have dropped a penny on
the original
26.
the original one hit. Okay, so that was a hit, and
Yeah,
it's a wound.
and 26 damage.
Yeah. Which after all the modifiers, it turned out to be 11 points of damage, and it's still enough to hurt him. Okay, that's the end of the round, and Deckard got a Joker.
But now we can soak wounds again. Right. Well done, Deckard.
Wound soaking is now.
Oh, that's
allowed.
right. Wound soaking. Back on the table.
Oh, one more Benny for luck. It's late in the day. Flippin' hell. Four Bennies spent, and all that happened there was I didn't get any better. And that's what I was afraid of. I wanted the King of Spades, so him and he couldn't have it. 4 blimmin' cards.
I spent 3 to beat you, so yeah.
I get the impression you've just basically gone around everyone you know, Jiminy, to get people to start saying the pennies must flow.
Who's saying the pennies must flow? Someone else said it.
Well done.
Someone else say it. Who said it this time?
RNG Atomy.
I don't know who that is, but thanks very much, RNG Atomy.
Indeed, thank you, RPG Atomy. The players, thank you.
If I were to hazard a guess, I would say it's pronounced RNG. He hate me, but anyway.
He hates me. Yes, I would say it's his eye. Do you know what? I think I deserve a
We
benefit.
love you. We don't hate you.
RPG, he hate me. Thank you very much. I'll take a Benny for myself. And actually, I'm going to take a Benny from Thrift as well.
Referring to a random number generator.
It is indeed.
Thrift, did you give him a Benny, Thrift, or is he just stealing an extra penny there?
I'm just stealing extra pennies.
I have no idea how I know all of this, but anyway.
I can't remember. Oh, I know it's on the Elite Dangerous YouTubes. I've forgotten his name now. He's I think he's from Latvia. He always used to call it the RNGesus rather than the RNG random number generator. Flow, Benny's flow. Okay. So, anyway, Mark, back to the game because I'm not paying attention. Deckard has done a transmute burst. However, it seems to basically, the nanites don't seem to be able to affect him. They just seem to bounce off him.
Oh, no,
okay.
no.
Himiny, you're up. Linda's desperately spending pennies to get her PowerPoints back. She's planning something huge.
You ever get there?
It's so annoying that I have improved. Improved level head, and I still don't.
I absolutely hate you, Deckard, but I hate even more the fact that I forgot to use my dodgy, my definitely not doctored deck to remove that card. Problem is, he doesn't talk, but fair enough.
Well, he can sit there and wave that goddamn chainsaw around, but he's not using it.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, he'll have to use his using his chainsaw. He'll use using the power of mime with a chainsaw.
I'm down here again. I'm looking around this line.
Sorry, I clicked it too many times. Oh well. Sorry, you were saying.
I'm just down here looking to see if any of these things were the components for the bomb I have, and particularly the missing item, because remember I don't promote.
Oh, I see what you mean. No. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, there's all sorts of mining equipment, explosives, and everything else, but you can't see the missing item. But you can see the incredibly black, shiny walls on that room that Linda was talking about. But searching around, you don't find any of that. Okay, he unshakes and then, using the power of chainsaw and mime, proceeds to explain absolutely everything. In the meantime, I'll just make a.
Yes. That's the best kind.
At the moment, I'm just going to mute the microphone
and curse away.
I feel better now.
When you watch it on the Twitch, that was a nice little show there.
What's the point of giving somebody fast regeneration when he crit fails his regeneration roll?
Did his vulnerable expire correctly then, or?
Yeah.
Was it vulnerable? Okay.
Roger, you're up. I think this is the end of Marcus. Yes. Actually, I think RNG hates me too. Especially today after the rolls like that. Okay. Daniel Larkin is next.
Daniel's gonna take him out.
Actually, I think it's time. Daniel's like, it's not fair. She wants me. She loves me. You're not worthy of her. And
Why are you
Daniel,
talking to me?
Daniel fires a shot at Roger. Linda, over to you.
At Roger. What the hell?
He does hate everyone, doesn't
Okay. Linda's on the move. She can move 12.
5 gets you
Because
to
we
there.
still the plus. Okay, and then to here. So that would be 9, and then 3
That's
more.
9.
And then 3 more.
No, you got 8, haven't you? Unless you run.
I thought we had plus 2 for low gravity.
That gets you to 8.
Oh, it gets me to 8. What's my move then? I have 3 moved? What's happening?
Pace of 6. Plus 2
No.
gives you 8, and you've moved 8 to get to there. See, look.
I moved, so I have 4 more move, right?
No, your pace is 8 at the moment. 6 normally, 8 in low gravity. You can run if you want to.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Then I'll just, that's it. Good enough. I guess I can't quite see anything. Can't quite see anything.
You can click the
As I
run
say,
button and
you can
get the
click the
extra
run
dice.
button and get the extra move.
Okay, try that. That gives
So
me
you
4 more.
You've got another 4 inches of movement.
Okay, I'll move here.
If
Oh, I still can't see anything.
if you try to see Marcus, you want to move to there.
Okay, where do you want me to, where did you move?
Saying,
Did you move
I assume, yeah, I mean, that instead of where you move to the corner, you
Oh,
move
there,
to there.
yeah.
But if you move to there, you can see Marcus.
Okay. So I'll target Marcus.
Yep.
And what's going on?
One's targeting for you.
No, I wasn't targeting for you.
There we go. No, sorry, I didn't have my book in flight, so I couldn't see it targeting. And I'm going to I think I'll do an entangle.
Okay.
So that would be 2 plus fatigue plus strong for 6. And that should do it. So we'll do entangle. Where is that? Right. I have to go to powers. Entangle, where are you? 4 barely made it. I think I'll redo that one just for fun. No bennies. Well, I don't think it dragged the Benny. Here we go. Better. Barely better. Oh, I guess that's much better. Okay.
That worked, so that's good.
Okay. That's it. That's good. I'll settle for that one.
That's an interesting one, isn't it? Okay. Doc, you're up.
And applied the shaken to. Oh, you have now. Okay.
Target him.
Okay.
Oh, it's -2 because I ran. That's what happened. Now I get it.
He's -6 because he's got arcane resistance, but they haven't noticed he isn't entangled yet. Ouch. Ouch. That's a lot of damage.
Nice, Doc.
You basically.
I feel like I could do better.
He's on 3 wounds, and you've just done a wound to him. You should be.
Oh, okay. Well, you're going to spend a Benny to soak, though.
Oh yeah, I can now, can't I? I forgot that. Good point.
You're going to double. You're going to crit fail.
I had forgotten I could spend that last damage I took. I could have soaked it. I forgot. I forgot the card doesn't affect. So you've got a 14, a 12, and a 12. Do you want to keep going?
No, I'll stick.
Okay. So I will spend a Benny to soak because he's the big bad after all. He soaks it.
Little fucker.
Can I have notice checks from everyone who has line of sight to Marcus, excluding Himini? Because Himini's behind him.
I'm not very good at noticing.
Uh-oh.
Because Himini, you flanked him. I noticed that, so I'm going to assume you know he's got his back to you at the moment. You would get a notice if he attacks you later.
I missed because I missed. He didn't notice me.
Exactly. So basically, Linda, Deckard, and Doc and Roger. You do notice that every so often. I mean, Marcus hasn't said a single word yet. He hasn't spoken at all. However, there does seem to be a strange. And it sounds a contradiction, but a glow of darkness. I can't think of a better description than that. Although there seems to be light emitting from inside his mouth. At the same time, it seems to be a dark light. It defies logic, and your brains feel slightly affected by it, if that makes sense. Trying to comprehend what's going on as you're trying to make sense of light that is actually dark.
Don't take a black light.
No, not like a black light. It's obviously sort of not of this universe type thing.
Gotcha.
Science that Bound was not meant to know, or certain mythologies and stuff like that. That just reading the books makes you go mad, type thing. Jinx, anyway, it's over to you, sir.
Okay. Will I be able to hit without needing to be selective on that?
You're going to have to be selective, I'm afraid.
Okay. Let me see. Damage.
More bennies, please. That's only because you spend them like there's no tomorrow here, Benny.
No, I don't. I just don't get enough. Yeah?
You don't get enough. Morgana's got 9.
Yeah, because she's sat in a room picking her nose.
Hey, I disabled the damn bomb that would have blown up our ship, so I did my part.
Ignoring the fact that taking off the Benny for the very humorous comment she made at the very start, the fact she's got 9 bennies means everyone's had 5 additional bennies this game so far already. But until someone says the magic word, there's nothing I can do about it. Or you have to roleplay your socks off and make me award you bennies myself.
Am I going to have to post in chat again?
Sorry,
go in and hack chat.
So Marcus is then obviously affected by magic. Is that correct? Is that what I noticed?
Something's very wrong. Yes.
Selective and damage boost. So 3 points, 6 points spent, and targeting him. Let's fix
Thanks.
this.
If you're never going to do anything during your turn, just pass the turn.
He's working out. Sorry, I got that.
He's role playing.
I'll have to award bennies because I didn't get that. Well done, Linda. Yeah, I must admit. You had one job to do. Yeah. I do like that. It's very much a case of
improved arcane resistance again. That's not going to affect psychics, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. That looks good.
That
nice.
got through.
Well done.
That got through. I must admit, actually, I have to be honest. I do like Linda's sense of timing there. I mean, the rest of the party's fighting left, right, and centre. All Jinx does is just stare hard at every fight. It doesn't appear to do much. Sometimes he does use his gun, but a lot of the time he just stands there and watches everything. Have you noticed this? That
Yes,
is
I have a
a.
knife.
I am out
I-
of bennies. That's a wound upon Marcus. His fourth. Marcus has taken 4 wounds and is still standing. Okay, new round.
Cheater.
Where is Marcus? Where is he? I can't see him on the combat tracker. Oh, he's down on the 6 of hearts. Right. Let's spend a bet.
We're out of bangs.
Ah, that's better. He's back up on the queen of clubs. And Doc is first. I'm getting loud. I need to quiet down. Doc. Go for it. Obviously, the token doesn't do justice to the fact he's wearing a spacesuit. In fact, actually, as the fight's gone on, I'm gonna have to say his image has changed slightly. I would say at this point he's probably closer in look to this by now.
He's got bones starting to jut out of him, has he? Brilliant.
Look at the
Except he's still got his helmet on. And he's not a pirate. Anyway, my word. What's that? That's a wound, or a wound. Okay.
good luck with re-rolling today.
However, alas, with the inability to soak Benny's card played on him and his regeneration critically
That
failed.
card's gone.
Why did you have to remind him?
The inability to
No.
soak pennies is gone.
No, but that's when you did the first 3 wounds to him when I couldn't soak. Then the next round, he critically failed his regeneration roll, and then someone played he can't do anything this round. So let's face it, he wasn't exactly an active big baddie, but I wouldn't worry too much about that.
Oh, did someone play a card that means he can't do anything this round? Brilliant.
Indeed.
I did.
Very good. Okay, do
Was
you
that
dead
the
then?
monologue card? Was that the monologue card?
Yes.
Yes, it was the
Verbosity.
monologue card.
Playing it on a monster that could. Okay, as I say, he crumples to the floor. The light that isn't light but appears to be darkness emanating from. I suppose it emanates like light, but it's like a field of darkness emanating out from him. Continues to sort of pour out of the space helmet.
But we're still not out of combat though. We got to deal with the Larrikin.
Well, it sounds like that light is some sort of a threat. Linda's gonna.
Hey, are we gonna deal with Daniel? He just took a pot shot at Roger.
Oh,
Well, I was going to
Do
see
it,
what
Daniel.
you do that. Daniel's basically seems to have stopped now. The guy's gone down and going, we made it. Thank goodness for that.
Don't ever take a shot at one of us again, Daniel.
He looks very confused. Goes,
You're lucky that this guy was such a threat. Because I had to
Pushover.
debate not I was going to target him or you.
Daniel backs up against the wall going, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't, did I?
You're going to be needing therapy, and you better hope it works.
Yes,
Took a
you did.
pop shot at Doc, dude. You're not allowed to do that. Okay.
No, not a
Didn't
dog.
take-
The therapy doesn't
I mean,
work.
yeah,
There's
not
not much other options.
I'm sorry. Something was talking to me in the back of my mind. I don't know what came over me. I'm fine now. That was
Linda's
intense, wasn't it? Maybe I'm just going to sit on this bench and I'll just wait here for you guys. So I'll just wait here. I won't do anything else.
We're not going to let you sit here on your own. You're coming with us.
Linda's examining this black glow from a distance, in case she can notice anything about it. And she's mentally taking notes on how it casts a shadow or doesn't cast a shadow. She's just trying to take scientific notes so she has some reference in case she comes across it again. And is it an object in the remains, or is it an effect on the remains? That's one thing she's trying to prod the remains to find out.
I am going to study it with Detect Arcana, maybe mind reading if it seems like it has awareness.
I'm going to make a cup of coffee. Back in a second.
Yeah, sure. Hang on. Where's NPCs? Sorry, I'm just trying to do 3 things at once here, and it's failing miserably. Where's Deckard? There's Deckard. So, anyway, where was I?
Oh man, I didn't mean for you to do it right then. But okay, thank you.
Jinx. Let's have your roll, please, Linda.
Against science or research or
Whatever you could. You think you could get away with justify?
okay, science.
There's a penalty on that roll, which means you have no idea what you're looking at whatsoever. It defies scientific explanation.
Okay, I'll Benny it. I'll Benny the science roll.
Oh.
Okay, I'm carefully opening his
It's
mouth.
obviously some sort of supernatural beep, starting with S and having and ending in T and having 2 letters in between would be my quote. It's the best assumption you can come up with, Linda. Supernatural. Okay, yep. Delicately opening up the visor of the space helmet. Yep.
What is a supernatural being that starts and ends with the same letter?
No. I'm trying to be polite because because obviously you get too many swear words, but it's supernatural SHI.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Trying to open his mouth.
Crazy crap.
Yeah.
Battery on.
I tell Jinx, be careful. That stuff is crazy in there.
I'm being careful.
Okay.
Which is why I need you to be quiet so you don't startle me.
As soon as the combat's over, you start doing stuff. It's very confusing.
Lol.
Look, not big on combat. Told you that when I'm a contacts person. I'm somewhat of a face.
Wait,
Not
so Himini goes to get coffee and suddenly someone drops the Benny's Must Flow?
No, I'm just giving you role-playing bennies.
So,
You've been getting bennies the whole time. You just haven't been noticing it. Linda gave you a benny.
Using my knife, pry open the mouth to flashlight in the other hand, ready to so putting light down in there so I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Jinx, you're an MD as well, or DDS.
No.
DDS.
If I'm trying to patch some up, things are truly desperate.
Okay. Opening up the inside, you can see what appears to be a completely opaque black gem. It has a number of sides to it. At this point, you can't make out how many. It's almost round. It's very round in shape.
Is this the same? Would this be the same size as the pedestal missing item, or is it much smaller?
It's about the size of a golf ball.
Oh, I didn't realize it was so small. I thought I was looking for something bigger. Hey, watch out for that. I know that's ancient technology from the black rooms. What was it? Black City. Black cities.
Don't put it in your mouth, Jinx.
No shit.
Yeah.
Does someone have a pair of tweezers or pliers?
Linda might.
Oh, Morgana would have.
Morgana certainly would.
I think you need to pull it out through his nose. Just like in Total Recall.
I bring my toolkit out there.
I extract it without touching it.
Okay. You extract the opaque black gem with numerous facets about the size of a golf ball. As it emerges, the whole room you're in is like plunged into like darkness as this device gem seems to suck the very light out of the room.
I'll hand him a specimen case from a mid pack, one that's hermetically sealed.
Yeah, put it in a bag or something. I'm not sure whether I am inclined to destroy this, but I'm not sure whether it's safe, whether I should do it yet or not.
What does Linda's intuition say on that? Can she roll for intuition since she had some success investigating the room?
You just fly by the sun and toss it into it.
Well, we're talking realms of occult here, so you can make an unskilled occult roll if you want. Just because
Okay.
I'm terrible at pronunciation. Now everyone gets a better chance to look at it. It's a very distinctive shape, this gem, and I'm just going to put it in the text because I that's the type of word I will completely fail to.
Looks like a D20.
Exactly.
It's like a D20. That's a.
That's the whole point. It's a 20-sided gem. An icosahedron. See, I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah.
Pretty did it right first time, and then you start thinking about it and ruin it.
Yeah.
You ended up whispering that to me instead of posting it.
Linda succeeded on her roll. Finally.
What's Linda trying to do?
Possibly because I was building the NPC just as the fight started, and it probably was not on the original NPC. It was on the combat tracker version, Deckard.
Got it.
Because I was literally realizing I thought I'd done the prep and realized I hadn't, so I actually had to. I suddenly thought, oh crikey, I need to just do that now. Oh, I didn't realize that I whispered that because obviously you trick it as a reply to you. Fair enough. I didn't. That's
right. That was what I was referring to. But yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But
that's why it was missing. Yeah.
I was just curious as to what that code looked like for regeneration.
Oh, it's just no. There isn't any code. It's just literally, it's just an ability, a monster ability, and that you get a vigor roll at the start of their turn to regenerate. Anyway,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Linda succeeded eventually.
She succeeded eventually. What were you trying to determine?
Oh, I was trying to figure out whether we should destroy that thing, or how we could store it, whether it's worth keeping or it's too dangerous. Anything she can figure out about the thing.
Okay, well, let's just say based on obscure, strange text you might have read in the past, the odd runes here and there you've seen, some of the other stuff that's been going on. Like, do you remember when you were on that asteroid Nemesis? You found some interesting structures on there that seemed to match this one. And at the end of the day, this guy seemed to. This whole place has been feeding people into a mining machine, and this guy felt compelled to put a gem in his mouth. You probably think it's probably not a good idea to hold on to it for too long.
No.
Okay. So then she's also trying to figure out how we could destroy it if we're not going to store it.
Daniel's already looking at the gem, going, "What an interesting gem that is. It's probably worth a fortune if we sell it."
Shut up, and I will fix you now.
I think the best thing I can say is I think the best analogy I can think of giving you is as soon as Jinx removed it from the what you shoot. Well, the spacesuit said Marcus. You don't know if he really was Marcus. Marcus's body. All of you just do get this sort of feeling to that holding that might be rather good. The best analogy I can probably come up with is the Lord of the Rings and how it calls to you. You know how if you use me, then you can save the world and all that. It's that sort of compulsion. You're not conscious of it, but it's you already start feeling it talking.
Who's got the gem?
Jinx at the moment. Well,
Jinx, give it to me.
No.
No, I've got an idea. I've got a really good idea, Jinx.
What is your idea?
I'm going to lob it into space.
We need
Throw it
to
into the
destroy it.
Not a good
Lob
idea.
it. Yeah, it's a brilliant idea. It'll
No.
get lost. No one will ever find it again.
Once Jinx put it in the container and stoppered it, those sort of voices and feelings went away.
That's not how things work. Things that get lost get found again.
Calypso's gem, at least for a while.
But you've got to understand the vast quantities of distance between objects in space.
What did Jinx put it in? Yeah, but space has gravity too, so it's not going to sit there in space forever.
He put it in a sealed jar, didn't he? An airtight container.
Like a peanut butter jar?
No, it was a medical thing.
Medical
congratulations! You seem to have saved your ship. Worked out what was going on here. So congratulations! You can be on your merry way.
Explored the rest of the building. There's a door over there. We've not been in that room over there.
Now that we figured
I've
it
got
out.
a security card, haven't I?
You could try it.
Okay, I'm going to try the security card on this door.
Linda's going to look at Marcus's body for a security card.
Marcus doesn't appear to have. Well, he's wearing a spacesuit. You'd have to take his.
Oh,
you'd have
the
to take
door
the
opened.
spacesuit off him. Indeed.
Up the door. Good enough.
Okay, this seems to be some sort of answering. Off to the left here, it seems to be engineering, and that's where the power reactor is for the station. This way seems to be more science. This area here, and the next these three areas here all appear to be sort of accommodation blocks. I forgot to actually put the beds and stuff in them.
Leave you, but we can imagine the beds without them.
Indeed. What you do notice in the far corner of this room appears to be a metal grating. It appears to be sort of scratches on it, and as if it was hastily opened and then basically tightened again. A small hand could possibly reach through and sort of screwed the bolt back in place from the inside.
Does Deckard find anything with that roll looking through these accommodation rooms or no?
It just appears that this. I mean, they're actually on multiple levels. These bits go up quite a few levels. You probably reckon there was about 100 plus people living here at one point.
What is the deal with the scratches? Is there's an opening that's worth investigating?
It was like it's a vent on the wall with screw.
A child. It looks to me. It seems like a child has gone inside the grating and hidden.
Okay, Linda's going to investigate.
Let's find Newt.
Yeah, Linda's going to investigate.
Opening. Okay. Basically, you're able to remove the. You're able to open up the grating, and there's a sort of an air vent that sort of runs parallel to the wall of the building, as it were. And as you crawl down it a bit, that's where you find two corpses. One's adult sized, the other child sized. Both are reduced nearly to skeletons. The adult's wearing what looks like basically jeans and a woman's blouse. The other wears a child's dress. There's a short-range radio device lying next to them, coated in a film of dust.
I'll take the radio, and are there any other, are there security cards or anything on them? And nothing. Where does anything else? Okay, I'll take the radio with me to the group, and I'll clean off the dust and see, does it still have any juice? Can I turn it on and see what it's about?
No, it appears to have lost power quite some time ago.
Huh. So this happened a long time ago. They avoided getting infected, but they starved to death because nobody ever rescued them.
Well, you did.
And then they died.
You picked up a short-wave radio message.
Oh, this was the radio that. So it must have a little juice if it's still sending out a signal.
No, it was a real.
Is this the lady? Is this Marilyn?
You assume this must be Marilyn, but if you remember, you talked to her and she answered questions.
Oh. Huh.
We haven't solved anything really, have we?
No, we haven't.
We've killed one guy. We know what happened, but we don't know who sent the messages out.
No, we know there's something on this planet that we haven't figured out, because there's a signal. We should track down where the signal's coming from.
World.
We should track down where the signal's coming.
Getting infected by something.
Yeah, we need to track down where the signal's coming from. I think that's what's happening. If we want to solve this riddle.
Well, basically, obviously, it doesn't appear to be much more here unless you want to play with the machine, the mining machine.
Hey, there's more to this. We haven't explored this whole thing. That goes outside. Oh no, that's it. That's good enough. We've gone to the end of
in the mining area.
There was a room, and there was a missing object that apparently Jinx fished the missing object, the golf ball icosahedron,
I do somehow,
which is
yeah.
Black
The whole
City's
point- the whole
magic or
point
Black
is, yeah,
City's
The
tech
whole point is
from
a
the
ghost
mouth of
asked for help
Marcus.
and they answered it.
And
completely
I don't know
failed
if
to
that
pick
was
up on
sending the
fact that
signal
they
or
answered
some
the ghost's
machine on the
call for help.
asteroid is sending
I
the
don't
signal.
know.
But obviously, that
try.
thing has a mind of its own.
I'll try sometimes. I'm just
So-
going to let, if they want to ponder,
And
they'll
something,
get paranoid about the fact they
something.
can't solve it.
I found a lady and her child in that vent, and I'm kind of assuming that's Marilyn who was calling for help because those are the only two. That's the only evidence of any survivors. But she's been long dead, so she wasn't sending the signal. Somebody else was sending the signal somehow to lure us here.
Or the signal's just been running that long, and the gem has been processing people through, as it were.
It's been on. Maybe the safety signal's just on repeat. No, but we spoke to her, so there's an intellect, and that would indicate it might be the gem, because we don't. Is there any other living or undead being on this asteroid? How much investigation do we want to do? We should try. Can anybody detect where the signal's coming from? Because the signal is presumably still getting transmitted. Can we identify the location? Can we locate the signal?
I think we would need like some tools to do that, right? It's not like we can just magically.
No, we have a ship that locates signals. We have an engineer who knows what.
Right, no, that's what I mean. We'd have to go back and do it. I agree with you.
well,
We should probably.
Is
There
it
might
Jinx?
be more to discover. I'm with you 100% on that.
Is the signal walking around with Jinx, or is the signal somewhere else on the asteroid?
This is what happens when
That
you
seems to be the question.
a D20
Like, how much is that
adventure
Black
to science
City's
fiction.
tech
They want
doing
more
to lure
answers.
people here?
D20
Or is it somewhere
with
else
a
on the
walkie-talkie
asteroid?
that no one could have been using.
Well, and my
Makes a
question about
mystery.
that stone was it seemed more like a possessive stone. Like maybe Marcus wasn't such an asshole, but because he swallowed that stone,
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's
that's-
exactly what happened.
rather than something that's emanating a signal, more like emanating. Now, I don't think my dispel spell is going to do anything about
Kevin, did his
determining what's
mask
going on with that thing, but I could try.
have a puncture in it, or his whole suit was destroyed? Like, did that ball get shot into his mouth? Is that sort of what it seemed to be, or we don't know?
No. I mean, obviously, there was the damage. The damage to the suit you assumed was caused by the explosion, being caught near the explosion.
Right, but how did he get that pellet in his mouth? I mean, it's what I'm wondering. Did it come from the? Can we tell whether? Did it seem to come from a puncture in his suit, or was it something that was just there? And I mean, he arrived on the ship, so.
What, Marcus? No, he's a miner from here.
Oh! I thought he was one of the soldiers. Oh,
No, he
okay.
wasn't one of the rangers. He was a miner.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's what I was thinking. It's like he swallowed this thing thinking he was.
He stole that. That was his way of stealing a diamond.
Right, but I think that thing is a bad stone. So
Absolutely.
whatever they're mining here is bad news.
Yeah.
Ghost rock is bad news, isn't it?
Yeah, they
That's
seem to be.
why-
That's true.
Linda to put that bomb by this Black City Tech and ready for the.
Yeah, sorry. Did anyone actually take his spacesuit off?
Linda looked
Because I know you
for.
were talking about it. But I don't know if
Linda
you
was
did or not.
looking for his security card. So for a moment, until the door opened, she was getting. She was.
Okay. You don't find a security card upon him. However, you do find a small transmitting device with a big red button in the middle of it.
Okay. Does it have a recording on it that I can play back, or can I listen to it?
No,
That's a remote detonator.
Push the button and find out.
No, don't.
What happened to the bomb?
Disarmed and left on the pad, as far as I knew.
I've got a Halloween game.
That's why I'm saying let's get
I'm
the
adapting
bomb.
from
Have
5e at the
Linda
moment, so they'll
fire
be
back
running
up
at the
and
end
then
of this month.
blow it when we
It's a
leave.
one-shot on Saturday. Until
Okay, we could try that. That's a worthwhile experiment. But we should figure out the transmitter thing. We should solve the transmitter question. Is it? Where's that transmitter? Did we Did we discover what's everything that's to be found, or is there still poison on this asteroid? Like if they have mining equipment here and they're still mining, oh, maybe they found what they were looking for and then got
Maybe I didn't get the
taken
story
over.
right. They were
Let's
drilling for
just
Ghost Rock.
destroy the
They
generator
they
or shut
found
the
the
generator
strange room.
down.
They entered the strange room. They
So
found
guys-
the
Well,
gem that corrupted
let's
them.
identify
Made them
where the
want to feed
transmitter
people
is.
into the machine, turn them into ghouls because they
Can
ate
we-
flesh.
I
He
found
adapted it and killed it. In the
But the question
meantime,
was, how
this
was
woman
somebody-
hid and spoken.
No, I don't mean the
help.
bomb transmitter. I mean the signal.
No, that's what I was trying to get
radio
across.
transmitter. I thought we found that already.
You found
Well-
the short. You found the short
Morgana.
range radio in the air
Yeah.
duct. Covered in a thin layer
Mor-
of dust with no power.
Morgana, can you tell us where the signal is? The help signal is coming from on this asteroid that we tracked here. Morgana.
I'd have to go back to the ship.
Okay. Well, can we do that and figure out where it is precisely to see if we have discovered what needed help, or if there's another, because we might want to disable it since this asteroid seems to be fairly dangerous. And I think I found Marilyn
Ooh. I've got
dead
an
in
idea
the,
that might make them
in the-
happy
in
and
the-
leave.
Well,
Foundation.
that little thing that was missing from the black room seems to be source of the danger.
well, yes, but that may not be the only source of danger. And if the help signal transmitter is somewhere else, maybe there's another source of danger on this asteroid.
Okay, well, we can go back to this ship and I'll see what I can do. But any of you
Okay.
with electronics or computers.
Well, let's head back to the ship, and then we can figure out whether there's more to do. And if not, we can set up the bomb with the Black City's gem and hopefully destroy it, or at least send it into space.
You need to destroy it. If we just lose it, it'll wind up somewhere else.
Well, if we blow it up from a distance, how do we know that we destroyed it?
I think I'll have the ghost on the
Well,
ship.
that'd
tell them
be a bad idea to do
going
it from a
on.
distance, I think. Of the bomb.
Well,
I'm
it's a
not
bad
putting-
idea to do it up close.
That'd be stupid. That'd be asking for problems.
Well, how do you propose doing it so we can verify it was destroyed?
We'll
I
do
mean,
it
Linda's
somewhere.
curious. We could do it, and we could go back to that room and try and explode it there. I mean,
The only other thing I can think of to suggest is to set up an automatic signal. Looks like maybe solar panels out there that the place is under quarantine due to biochemical hazards.
We have mining equipment.
Because it's
We could
blurry.
stick it into the mining
You
equipment
did a
and let
good
it
thing.
grind
Thank
like
you for avenging her.
rock.
They are now at peace. Maria being
And
the
see if it gets
ghost on the ship.
destroyed.
Hopefully that might give
no.
Morgana a hint.
That mining
Well,
equipment's possessed. It's like the mangler. You don't go.
Well, that's pretty heavy duty equipment, right? I mean, that's designed to crush rock.
Yeah, but it's possessed. It's been used for occult reasons to create zombies. It's like it's gonna. If you feed that diamond to it, it's gonna come out of its moorings and chase us throughout the galaxy.
Doesn't it need bodies? Okay, well, that's fine. So
Well, I
let's
was
figure out
hoping
where
they'd
the
do
signal's
that.
coming from. Let's see if we can disable the signal or locate the signal. And then figure out what to do with the gem. Can we do that? Morgana, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm on the comms. I'm messing around.
Oh, okay.
I'm messing around with the comms and stuff. Did you need a roll for me to see if there's a way I can either trace or disable the signal?
Yeah, let's locate the signal. Push the button. What could go wrong?
Frank.
What are you looking for notice, Himony?
Whatever, this room, anything unusual apart from the security card that I found and still have.
You mean the other than the mining machinery that's been fed nearly 100 colonists?
Yes, yes.
And all their ground up bones scattered all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bits of shredded clothing here and there.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I don't care. It's only human.
In that case, no, there's nothing unusual if you think that's all normal.
Normal.
You know, nothing out of the ordinary apart from.
Yeah, exactly. To phrase the question as Himony said it, is there's anything unusual in here? So I said, apart from all that, no, there's nothing else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You mean aside from the meat grinder,
Yeah.
pounds of bones?
What are we doing? Are we locating the signal, or is something else happening?
Yeah, let's go and locate the signal. Come, how can we do that?
Maybe we should, try to rig it and just destroy the whole asteroid. I mean, I've still got the bomb that we took from our ship.
With a guy with
and there's enough ghost rock here. If I rig a remote detonator, that if we place it down in that ghost rock mine and then blow it.
Don't need to rig it. We got it.
Why don't we? I mean, look. Let's figure out where the signal is. Let's figure out if there's another threat on this asteroid. I mean, if we want ghost rock, we could actually start mining it ourselves. Isn't ghost rock valuable?
I mean, I don't know. Do you think the people here who used to be here, who aren't anymore, are getting much value from the ghost
They weren't mining the ghost rock. If you were in the mine
shaft. Going to this building that we've not explored at all.
They were mining the ghost rock until something interfered.
They were not. They were not mining
the ghost rock. They were mining the ghost rock, and then they found this little black gem, and it made them all into crazy dudes. And so if we can get rid of the gem, I think we can still be mining.
What's the next plot
Listening
point?
At this door, Kevin.
Which door?
One I'm at.
You can hear the whir of machinery.
Where are you guys? Oh, whole nother building. Okay. Well, I'm with Morgana trying to locate where the original signal came from.
Obviously,
can't help you with locating signals, but I can.
So I'm not in touch. There's a ghost rock powered reactor there, and then there's an awful lot of solar panels over here. So they had two different ways of generating power on this asteroid.
This is just a ghost rock generator, so we might want Linda to come in and see if there's anything we could nick for our ship. Linda, Morgana.
Okay. You all pick up the fact that a message has just pinged into your ship across the sub-ether.
Oh.
Is it Marilyn again?
What is the message?
Basically, you can access the message. You can bring up the message here. It would appear that it's basically just a communique to the crew of the Reckless, who landed on the Nemesis and were present at Luster's fall. I have a job opportunity for you, but it cannot be discussed in public. And then gives coordinates to meet him.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Leave this place and go.
Our reputation has reached a level where we have to meet with everybody.
If nothing else fails,
did we find any ghost rock in storage?
No, because it would appear that they haven't been mining it for some time.
So let's have Linda and whoever else is technically capable rig a beacon marking this place as being under quarantine to biochemical hazards. set the explosives in with the black machinery to blow it up.
Linda wants to wants to check in with Morgana, find out how the locating is going on.
Did you need a roll for me to try to? That would probably be electronics because that's not repair.
Well, the original signal was a direct radio contact, as in it was a broadcast that you respond. That basically it was along the lines of, "Is anyone out there?" When you replied, the broadcast locked onto you and you had a chat. That's how it worked. If you remember, I said the signal went dead and you hadn't heard anything else. That said, of course, the Colonial Rangers obviously picked up what you assumed picked up the same signal. So you could search. There doesn't appear to be any broadcasts of any kind coming from this asteroid.
No more signal?
No, I'll relay that to him. I'm not picking up the signals anymore.
Thank you.
It might have.
Huh.
Can anyone hear you, Deckard?
Stand.
I was quoting Pink Floyd. I went and saw Roger Waters the other day with my daughter, so it was.
You went to see Roger Waters and you didn't invite me. Oh.
Well, it was in Los Angeles.
And
yes,
what? So what? You could have flown me out there. I would have come.
It blew my daughter's mind too. But so whenever I hear like quotes from the thing, it was just anyway. Sorry for this.
I'm gonna relay through the comms to the rest that I'm fairly certain there's no more signals coming from this planet.
So where did that signal that this ping come from then?
It was generated by the equipment on this planet, but with everybody gone and
the ghost in the machine.
As far as you can tell, if you analyze everything, the carrier wave out of the signal matches exactly the short wave radio that you found in that air duct.
The battery was dead on it, though.
It was.
It died while we were there.
Not picking up any more signal without the battery. That thing can't.
Okay, I'm gonna put the put a fresh battery.
Does everyone remember that you are playing Deadlands? It's horror and ghosts and supernatural.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Maybe it's a ghost sending the signal, and maybe we got to talk to the.
Sometimes there are no answers.
Okay.
I vote we get the hell off.
I failed. I had to tell him.
The signal is dead, so I would.
I'm going to say to Morgana, is there anything in this ghost rock machine over here that you can use? And if there is, nick it and take it back to the ship, and we'll salvage what we can from here and then blow the crap out of this place.
How are you going to blow the crap out of the place?
Well, Linda knows how to blow stuff up. She's an expert.
That was graciously provided to us.
The bomb.
Where are you going to put it?
In the ghost rock mine.
And with the black machinery stuff.
And Morgana, you said we had some other things.
On the machinery or on the ghost rock scene?
Ghost rock scene. If we're going to blow up the asteroid, put it on the ghost rock scene.
Morgana, did you say we have another explosive as well, or are you talking about the box?
The bomb that I disabled from the ship, I can work it, but I'll need to rig up a remote detonator for it. I'm not,
We have the detonator for it. We found that.
Linda will work with Morgana to rig the bomb and the detonator because we have all the pieces.
So I've been watching one of my commenters sort of sit there for the last 20 minutes in amusement as he figured out what was going on. He's just saying now, tell them I'm falling out of my chair here. So you've kept him very entertained trying to puzzle out what the ghost. But anyway, so you set up the bomb on the ghost scene. You reckon you can boost the signal from the radio, and then you reckon you wanted to get back on the ship and get out of here.
And then trigger it, right?
And then trigger it, right? Okay. Well, let's say that's what you do then.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait. Before we leave, before we do all of this, I
Now
understand you're eager to get out of here, but I'm going to go and get those
I've got to finish in 2 minutes.
skeletons out, and I'm going to bury them.
You can blow them up. They'll be buried in space.
No, I'm
You're
going to
gonna,
bury them.
Skeletons.
you're gonna bury them in frozen lunar rock.
That we're going to
And
blow up.
What skeletons?
The shreds,
The shreds of bones that are left in that.
the Soylent Green.
I'm not staying here that long.
We blowing it, or we just getting out of it? I'm going back to the ship. I've had
Yeah.
enough of this place. It's starting to give me the creeps.
So, Jinx, did you put the jar by the ghost rock area so we can blow it up?
Also, what I
Oh,
find
hell
very
no, I'm not
fascinating
blowing
is
that
no
up
one
here in the
picked up
same
on
area as this.
completely
Probably
different
cause
coloured
something
rock I
bad
put
to
on the map.
happen.
But
I thought the
I'm
whole
sure
point
we'll
was
have
to
when they
blow that
the
thing up.
asteroid.
That was the first priority. What are we trying to blow up?
Please
The
destroy it.
asteroid
This is
or
the end.
the
Thank you,
evil
Rico.
gem?
See you next time.
They're both equally dangerous, but blowing them both up together might cause some kind of bad reaction, which could be even worse.
Well, we only have one bomb. An Ascension gem is probably worse than Ghost Rock.
We're not exactly without resources elsewhere. And then it's a
We
gem.
could. I mean, we could technically give this thing to someone else to have a look at, but then they might start using it for bad means. We're just taking it out of the deck if we do that.
They're not even going to use it. The gem is going to use them. That's the problem. We're
Exactly.
trying to destroy
Yeah,
it.
they'll-
Nobody gets used by
It's
it.
going to be destroyed, but I have the feeling that if we blow up the gem with the tech that uses it, there may be an interaction and something bad could happen. Something worse could happen.
Could be a giant space lobster appears made out of ghost rock and dark shadows, and it starts eating all the planets.
It's like putting the bomb next to the ghost rock.
Could
It's
be an
gonna-
arc voodoo
by
come
itself
to.
isn't that bad, but when you combine them, it becomes a whole lot worse. That's what I'm concerned about.
Well, as long as we're on the ship and heading the other direction, it'll be fine because nobody's on the asteroid anymore.
You're not listening.
But no, I think what he's saying is that we could, if you combine it, it might turn into a giant something bad that we don't want, and it will affect the whole solar system.
The bomb
If
is
we
by-
keep it, it's definitely guaranteed to be bad. So why don't we get rid of it and destroy it?
Okay, like in the bomb is the stone, okay, and that Black City tech is the ghost rock seam. Now, either of them going up by itself wouldn't be that bad, but when you put them together, we're going to be blowing up an asteroid, correct? Would you really want that kind of thing happening with the spooky shit of this? Okay, do you want the whatever's in there maybe released going into that Black City tech and being able to do something? Okay, it's not going to be just, oh look, boom, nothing happened. Energy goes places. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. Okay, it just changes form. Do you really want whatever's in here changing form and having however much Black City tech is on this asteroid as stuff to change with?
Okay, so Linda's a scientist, and all of this is just gobbledygook to her. Can she do a science roll to see if any of this seems to make any sense whatsoever?
Considering I just quoted a law of nature, thermodynamics, 2 or 3, something like that, I forget, but energy is neither created or destroyed.
Yeah, no. From a scientific perspective, your character would understand that. Yes.
That is a tenet of science.
Yes. So, as I say, this is one of those cases where your
Mix
character
in
can
some ghosts, and we get a whole different ball game. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those cases where your character can know stuff as a player you don't necessarily understand or follow as it works.
So Linda buys what he's selling.
Yes, completely.
Before just
okay, that's fine then.
Pop.
Okay, so we'll keep that safe and sound, cough cough, and we'll destroy the asteroid.
Okay. Right. Well, by the time you've discussed all this and you're ready to go, that you find the dot climbing back out of the mine area.
Giant glom comes out of the mine after him.
No, he's made quite a few trips in and out the mine, and some of the mining equipment was in use for some time. But he's a bit dirty and dusty. But he seems to have that look of and hard work that was well done, hard work well done on his face, as it were. And you're able to take off if you so wish.
But now
Yes.
we have Ghost Rock with the Black Cities tech that we were trying to avoid combining.
No, I think he
Excellent.
buried the bodies.
Oh,
Blow
he
the
better
ghost rock up and take
got
the
rid of
black, the shadow stone with us.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I'm finding
okay, good.
Once we're back on the ship, I'm gonna find the heaviest, most secure freaking box that's safe that we can secure this in.
Okay.
You're not gonna wear it as an amulet?
I think what we shall do is we shall have you take off and destroy the asteroid, as it were, and then we shall fade to black at that point. And when
Can you
we
do any
rejoin,
explosions? Can you do some CGI explosions for us, please? Before we go, I want a good effect. I want the rock to blow up properly. Video.
Or at least
What's the
a
best I
picture
could-
of one.
the best I could probably give you is, at the moment, would probably be that. Didn't do anything. Bit underwhelming, really. But what I could do is you leaving.
Sounds like me falling out of bed.
Just unshare the map. That would be a good way to do it. The map is gone.
It's blown.
But oh yeah, that's a cool idea. I like that one. That's an even better idea. But basically, anyway, all I will say is I do think, because I noticed people did go around the map, but let's turn off line of sight for speed here. It's easier that way, isn't it? If we disable line of sight so you can all see the map. I must admit, when people went around it, no one actually questioned the rock I put over here that was a completely different colour to everything else. But I wouldn't worry about that now because it's blown up with the rest of the asteroid. So we shall leave it there.
We solved that problem then. I noticed it. I did notice an arrow pointing at that rock, and I thought, why is there an arrow pointing at that rock?
I was it was something on the stream. I was pointing it out. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today. You certainly had me in stitches at the end. That's what happens. And as I say, next time next time, which will be obviously, I think it's going to be the 16th, isn't it? Yep, the 16th.
Yes.
On the 16th, next time we'll be back. We'll deal with where you want to store that gem on the ship and going to whatever the coordinates are. It'll be a station somewhere in the belt because you're still out in the belt, and you'll meet the mysterious benefactor. So thank you very much, guys. I certainly enjoyed today. Hope you did too. And I'll see you.
Good stuff.
Next
Don't
time
forget
with some
to
Deadlands.
spend your extra bennies for PowerPoints.
I'm
Hey,
about
does
to reset.
anybody need extra bennies? Because I got way more than I can ever use.
I'll leave Fancy Grounds up. I won't reset now. You can spend bennies and everything else. But I have to go and do some chores. So thank you very much, guys. See you soon. Yep. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. And we'll be back soon.